What's up? What's up? It's the Arthur Moats Experience with Deke. I'm Arthur Moats, and that's my main man, Deke.
What's good, dude?
Man, I'm vibed out. You know that. Living the good life. You know, it's a good day today, man. How about you?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Okay. You ain't hungover, pockets a little light or nothing like that? Everything good?
No, that was Monday.
Well,
Monday was hungover.
Monday was hungover?
Yeah.
Well, I ain't know if the Lover's Day yesterday.
Took me... No, I played,
I
mad, dude. I'm married to the game.
You know, I didn't know.
Married to the game.
I didn't know if you had like somebody that might
I
have
got
took your attention away, you know what I'm saying, had you stepping out in those streets. Or
No.
if you was one of them dudes that had to get multiple gifts for multiple peoples, like Deke got his IG girls that he sending flowers to. He got his in-person flowers, and then you got the virtual flowers. I ain't know how you was doing it, you know?
I'm too cheap for that shit to begin with. But no, I was Twitch streaming last night.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Like seriously, Twitch streamer, is that like code name? just asking for a friend. I don't want to be saying, hey, babe, I was streaming last night. She be like, you was what? I ain't trying to get in trouble in the household, all right? I need to know all of these things, man.
Nah, there was a Zach Gentry card that came out. That's all it was. Wasn't too
Alright.
much more than that.
Okay. So exciting. You had some. It sounds like you had some action there. Sound fun?
Nah, it kind of sucked, I'll be honest.
Oh no, he won't like that.
No, he wasn't actually. I thought he was going to be good. 6'8", you know?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
He was really overrated.
Dang.
Yeah, not too eventful for me.
Okay.
Last couple days.
Okay.
Monday hungover. Tuesday still recovering. Wednesday I'm feeling back to normal though.
We did get another Pitt who was dubbed last night though. Am I right?
Yeah.
I am right. Okay. Yeah.
As
19th,
expected.
right? 19th of the season.
As expected. Exactly.
Yeah. So
BC's not that good, but
they made it look right though.
exactly.
Yeah.
They won by it was almost 20 points. Double digits, significant margin right there.
Heck yeah.
Pitt's doing what they're supposed to.
I like that, man. I like that. JMU, we over here racking up the road wins. We the first in the Sun Belt, 9 wins on the road right now. You know, I'm just chopping them up in the conference like bam. But, you know, I'm liking y'all.
So you're saying a Pitt-JMU matchup could happen in the tourney?
Low key it could. Y'all would definitely be the higher seed without a doubt. But it's one of them ones where it's like.
How they getting in? How's JMU getting in?
I think they'll win the tourney. Because the thing is this, they've
their
won
conference tourney?
Yeah, because that's the thing. They've won their regular season tourney. I mean, their regular season outright championship before, but they've lost in the semifinals. They lost in the finals of the actual conference tournament. And because they're not a ACC Big Ten, you're not getting at large typically from the CAA. Whereas now with the Sun Belt, they still gonna have another legitimate chance like they've had the past couple of years. It's just gonna be, all right, can you stay hot down the stretch? Like I think it was last year or year before last. Controversy flew late shot that went in, and it's like, yo, what was going on? But you know how that goes. So I said, yeah, man.
Well, you know that's what the podcast needs.
Oh yeah,
Pitt-JMU first round matchup.
man. We don't. Hey, listen.
Hopefully, a controversial call happens at the end of the game.
We don't need anything to draw to drive a knife into us any further. What I've realized the Buffalo Bills have done. We don't need another team like that. We don't need another JMU. Nah. I'm good. Let's just keep it all peaceful and tranquil, you know?
Why? This is what happens when JMU, they bump up in conferences.
Hey, man, hey.
Well, they could have technically always made the tournament in the past, right?
Yes, yeah, and they have
But
made
now,
it in the past. But
now
it's
in
just,
football,
yeah,
they're up
football,
in that D1.
Yeah. It's going to be interesting. It's only a matter of time. Think about a couple of years, they're going to have this. It's going to get scheduled. Proximity.
You think?
I think so. Yeah, I think it'll be a matter of time.
We'll both have to push for it.
Yeah. Well, we already got a natural.
I don't have much pull with Pitt, but you got pull at JMU.
It's a natural connection because we get a lot of y'all transfers anyways. So it's a natural bloodline there. We got some coaches, you know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, I heard that guy. We got that going on for us. But, yeah, we just got to keep making some noise in the Sun Belt, doing what we do, minding our business. And then eventually, you know, we'll hit y'all. We got UVA this year. So that's going to be the quote-unquote, let's see what it's looking like. And then from there, we'll expand.
How do you think it would go in terms of an initial offer? Does it just have to be one game and it would probably be at Pitt?
Yeah, we'll be fine with that. Trust me.
Okay.
Yeah, we won't trip on that. Yeah. It was just to the
point. I know
point.
some agreements, home and home and stuff like that.
It was just to the point where the reason why we've never tripped on that is because as a 1A, we don't mind going to get the payday, but we're going to beat you. The problem was teams weren't trying to pay us to go there and you mess around and take a loss. Now with us being Sunbelt, hopefully we can kind of avoid that and actually get some legitimate work. Big thing for us is going to be health. The one game that I wanted to see was Louisville. Quarterback wasn't healthy though. So yeah, we lost, but it's like when we were healthy, we didn't see a team that made us look like we couldn't compete, that made us look like we couldn't win. Because every time we was healthy in full go, we got up out of that thing with a dub convincingly. So, yeah.
You got any priorities now the football's over here in terms of your watch list?
Oh, man.
Sports. I mean, obviously we got the Pens. For me at least, Pens,
Yeah.
Pitt.
I've been on my hoops.
You gotta be on NBA,
hoops.
right?
No, so NBA a little bit, college basketball, women's basketball. Because obviously it was the big women's college basketball matchup between South Carolina women's team and LSU women's team, featuring like Leah Boston gonna be like the #1 player when she comes out this year. But then on the other side for LSU, they had another chick, Angel Reese, who's dope. So it was cool to like see that dynamic. But in women's basketball, the talent discrepancy is crazy. So you end up watching a good game that ends up being a 25-point blowout at the end because of the depth. So I watched a little bit of that. Been talking Pitt basketball, so I was watching some of that. Watched a little bit of WVU because, you know, obviously I got ties on that side too. You know what I mean? So I've been on my hoops like that. I've chilled on the NBA for a little bit just because my man Bron, you know, he dealing with he got the ankle and foot soreness, but I gotta let that man live a little bit, all right? Yeah, you know, when you're 38, it happens like that. Some people were retired at 38 or just, you know, not averaging 30, breaking records and all that type of stuff. But for Bron at 38, you know, he got to rest that foot a little bit. So that's what we got going on right now.
You know what got my radar up today?
What's up?
Brian Reynolds.
Ooh, yeah.
He reported to camp.
Good talk.
Says he still wants traded, though.
I did see that. Yes.
Really disappointed. Like, is there a legitimate reason as to why the Pirates won't pay that man outside of just the owner being cheap as hell? Is there a legitimate reason?
The standard is the standard.
Dude's in the prime of his career.
Yeah.
Now, you know, in football talk, it could be like, oh, if we pay him now, you know, he might be on the backside of his career or something like that. But baseball, these dudes age a little bit better.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm.
And, like, to have a proven guy in the outfield like him, like, what is the holdup? I don't even think he's asking for that much from my limited knowledge of this situation.
I just look at it as they run the same things that we complain about within the Stills organization in terms of, like, we have our methods. One of them is what? We're not going to fire a coach while they're under contract. So it's been at times where we complain about that for good or bad with certain players, how we handle them. Man, we might keep a guy too long. We do that. That's our way. That's Stiller way. I think with the Pirates, man, that's just how they rock. You know, that's their MO, regardless of who's running the ship. Even when they make changes, management wise, it's still the
he
same
seems
person.
to be a good soldier about it.
Yeah,
he's showing up. He's doing his work. He said he's working with Brian Hayes down there. So I don't know what's gonna happen with that. Yeah. Maybe we got to see how our record is early on in the season. Like, what if our record's good? What if we're, like, cooking a little bit? Do we sign him then? Or do we see, okay, if our record's not good, we trade him midway point.
You gonna hit him with the Adam Frazier?
Game.
Hit him Adam Frazier style. You know that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
This is what we do, bro. You know this is what we do.
It's a little frustrating.
This is what we do. Get high, get you an all-star, then we'll get him up out of here.
I just want to know if there's a legitimate case as to why we shouldn't bring him back.
To me, there isn't a legitimate case, except the standard is the standard, but for the Pirates element, not the Steelers element.
Be cheap and don't pay players?
Essentially, yes. I've been here since 14 and I've witnessed it. I was like, you know what? This is definitely, I get why y'all say this now because it happens too many times now. I've seen it. Yeah.
It's really a shame.
Yeah. I look at how much talent has come through the organization that's been going. I'm like, how? And this is just since I've been here in 14, bro. Yeah.
It's really sad.
But that's why we also don't spend a lot of time giving them love on the show because of
they could be a good team this year. From all the research I've been doing,
they could.
The baseball aficionados out there, they're like, listen, if their pitching is halfway decent, they got a good lineup with Kutch coming in, O'Neal Cruz, Reynolds, Brian Hayes.
Hey, but how do we say it though? They gotta earn it though.
They signed a couple of these big hitters too. You know, they're batting like 220, but they might give you like 20, 25 dingers. That's the state of baseball right now.
As long as they earn it, if they start winning and they start putting together like it's supposed to, you know we'll give them more time. But when they don't, man, we ain't talking about them like that because they don't be working. They ain't deserving it just yet. They gotta earn that right, man. They gotta earn that right. All right. Besides, we got NFL hot topics to talk about today, man. You know, we had a former Steeler out here, you know, making some headlines. You know, I love when we get Steelers in the news, baby, so we get a chance to rap about that. And Deke, I almost forgot, man. You almost got me in trouble, bro.
Okay.
You almost got me in trouble, man. I got to make an announcement, Deke.
All right.
We have to stop the show at 6 p.m. tonight, okay? I have business after this, man. Me and my little ladies, not my big lady. You know, my big lady's wifey. Little ladies are my daughters. We got us a little daddy-daughter's date tonight, man. I'm a little excited about that, all right?
All right.
But I got to be done at 6 so that way I'm not late, you know what I'm saying, with everything, all right? So, just throwing it out there to you, everybody in the chat, so y'all know, all right? 6 p.m. hard. Can't be late on my daughters, you know that. I'm a little ladies. But yeah, man, it's going to be a good one, though. It's going to be a good one. Trying to think, was there anything small on the front end before we start this thing on up?
I got nothing.
I think I got nothing too. So let's tap in, man. So with that being said, let us know where you're tuning in from in the chat so we can give those big boy shout outs to start the day's show off the right way. Also, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell if you have not done so already.
Okay. We got Jar Devil tuning in from 310, San Pedro, California.
Let's get it. Let's get it.
Adam Eccles, 706, Athens, Georgia.
We
also got Damon Brown, the 706, Augusta, Georgia in the building. Says, JuJu took it too far. I agree with AJ Brown.
We're going to rap. You know we're going to rap about it. We got to rap about it.
Jacob Alessio, 919NC in the house as always.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Shout out to the 919.
David Soto, tuning in from Chicago.
Chi-Town. Let's get it.
Troy Johnson, 559, Cali, baby. Black and Yellow, Texas Steel. Live from El Paso. Hashtag Texas Vibes.
Shout out to the Texas Vibes.
Rod Dulles, 330, Youngstown, Ohio. Gary Reynolds, North Carolina.
Let me tap in. I got Pat Fire Move tuning in from North Carolina, baby, to 336. Then after that, we got Jalen Johnson tuning in from the 803. Columbia, South Carolina. Brandon Clark, the 540. Roanoke, Virginia. Craig Ellis, the 717, baby. Lancaster, PA, as always. And you know I can't forget about Ryan McPherson tuning in from the 480. Gilbert, Arizona. But 412/724 at heart. Respect. Then we got the homie John Easton tuning in from the 619 San Diego, California. The homie Ray Meeks tuning in from the crib. This say on 57. He says, appreciate y'all boys on and off season. We appreciate you as well, man. We try to keep that content year round here. And then you know we got to shout out Big Noriega tuning in from Pittsburgh, PA. That's our resident Kenny Pickett analyst. I like it. Mr. Malvo tuning in from the 562, Long Beach, California, to LBC. And then I will end it with Thomas Dottie tuning in from the 423, Irwin, Tennessee. Then it's Irwin, Tennessee. Let's get this off season started right. I'm with you on that, man. Let's definitely get it started right. Yes, indeed. Let me think. Speaking of getting the off season started right, we're going to be getting ready to do a mock draft too, man, next week. Throwing that out there. I know y'all been submitting mock drafts to the Arthurmoats, to arthurmoats.com. Definitely keep sending those in there. Keep sending those player perspectives that y'all want us to break down and talk about on the show. But we also, we're going to drop our first mock draft. Can't wait. It's going to be a good time, baby. It's going to be a good time. But that being said, man, let's tap in. I think we got some supers over here.
Yeah, Black and Yellow Texas Steelers joined the upper room.
We got Black and Yellow Texas Steel and Ryan McKee. Both of you guys. Welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And we appreciate both of your support. Absolutely.
Steeler Lee, any truth to a Ramsay trade? Possibly.
I mean, I haven't seen any new. Have you saw something new come up with it? I know we talked about it
I'll
at
check
one time.
right now.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be on my radar.
I felt like we talked about it. What was that, a couple weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks, 3 weeks maybe?
Yeah.
I mean, we like them.
It looks like there's just some stuff being floated out around there. If you Google it, heavy.com.
Are we the source of the trade rumor? That's the other question.
Yeah. It's heavy.com.
Okay.
Steelers Mike Tomlin could make move for $75 million defender, and they're talking about Jalen Ramsey. So it's
Why
more
you
of just
say it like that. When you say $75 million defender, I'm like, I don't want to pay $75 for Jalen right now. That ain't the Jalen I want. But
no, you have to look at it like I think the rest of his contract, his cap hit will not get over $20 million
right?
on any of those years. It's going
That's
to be
what we
in the teens.
realized.
It's going to be between 18, 19, maybe even 17.
Yeah. Which means
it's reasonable.
That's very reasonable. Absolutely. Shout out to the way the Rams structured that contract. Give them that cash up front, man. We appreciate you.
Yeah, I think they'll have to take on a little bit of dead cap
Yeah.
for each of those seasons. It's like $2 or $3 million. But also, here's the monkey wrench in the whole deal.
Yeah.
They can't make the trade until after June 1st to have those type of cap hits for whatever team that's trading for him.
And that's what we said, because he would have to miss OTAs.
Because it doesn't make sense for the Rams
Yeah.
before June 1st to make the trade, because they'd be taking on a huge ton of dead cap.
Absolutely.
I don't know, though. I really don't know. That's why people are getting paid big money for this, if you can finagle that stuff.
Oh, in terms of getting
teams
the cap
can agree,
break, but making the move before June 1st.
Right.
Yeah, because if I'm the Steelers, like, yes, you would love to have a Jalen Ramsey if the price is right. And based on that trade, the under 20 mil per year cap hit is the right price. You're not necessarily tripping on what you're paying him in terms of his per year salary, as long as his cap hit isn't astronomical. That's no different when we sign a guy or restructure a guy and we say, hey, instead of paying you $12 million over the 17-week season, we're going to pay you $10 million in signing bonus today and give you $2 million for base salary over those 17 weeks. So that is literally what they would be doing with Jalen and keeping that cap hit, like you said, under 20. So that is perfect. To me, the issue, though, goes back to you wait until after June to get this dude here. If I'm going to make that move, that splash, I want that early on. But at the same time, it's not impossible, because I think of Joe Hayden in his scenario. Joe was late.
Right.
That was August. 2 weeks before the season started? Yeah, because we're in Carolina. Carolina's always last preseason game. So 2 weeks before the season started, that's when that move happened. And obviously we saw he hit the ground running, moving train, and went on with it. So it is possible. But yeah, you just would love for him to be here for, the offseason. You want to get your money's worth out of this thing and get the best possible return on your investment. And I think that would help if we could get it before June 1st. But now, he's a heck of a dude, though, man, if you can get him.
I'm not opposed to the move. I'm more apt for the move now after finding out the whole trade and what the actual cap hit would be, especially with it being less than 20.
Yeah.
You give up a pick and maybe a player,
Absolutely.
that 32nd pick or something.
Absolutely, man.
I wouldn't be opposed.
Yeah.
I'm not opposed to not trading for them, though, either, and drafting like a Christian Gonzalez or JPJ or something like that. Let's go, UW. TikTok boy getting cooked on Twitter, as always.
TikTok boy, day. All right, we'll tap in. You want to tap in now, man?
Yeah,
we'll tap in on it, man. All right, how'd you feel about TikTok? Well, first off, everybody doesn't understand what's going on right now. So let's go to full. Yeah, let's say give them the full update, the full breakdown. I love when we get this version of Deke, when Deke has to pull up info, whether it's sometimes kind of controversial, sometimes a little bit heavy. This is more on the lighter side. I like these type of convos, Deke. This is the fun. This is kind of like slightly A-B, like funny, but not like egregious where it's like, yo, this is like uncomfortable. This is like fun. This is like, I like this. This is enough to get a headline, but like nothing crazy. This is fun. Like, this is good.
So, yesterday was Valentine's Day.
Lovers Day, baby. All the lovers out there. Shout out to all the lovers in the room. If you loved yesterday, if you gave love, made love, paid for love, whatever you did, hope you enjoyed yourself, baby. You know what I'm saying?
The Super Bowl also happened to be, 2 days ago?
2 days prior to Lovers Day. It wasn't a Lovers Day on Sunday.
And we know
not from one side.
There was a controversial holding call that involved JuJu Smith. Schuster.
Well,
yeah.
JuJu
I was just about to say JuJu Smith.
I was going to say, like...
He's got a full name.
He has two last names because he's cool. Let's go, man.
Involved him and also James Bradberry. James Bradberry on defense for the Eagles. JuJu on offense for the Chiefs.
Shout out to Bradberry.
So, let's fast forward back to Valentine's Day yesterday.
To the lovers' holiday.
And JuJu happens to tweet out a Valentine's Day card meme.
He was feeling lovely?
That has the caption on it, "I'll hold you when it matters most." And on that Valentine's Day card meme has a picture of James Bradberry.
Cold-blooded. Ooh.
And JuJu tweets out that card. Happy Valentine's Day, everyone. Things didn't stop there.
But wait, there's more. Let's get it.
A lot of reaction from those involved in that Super Bowl, particularly on the Eagles side of things. First, A.J. Brown says, "First off, congratulations. Y'all deserve it. This is lame. You was on the way out the league before Mahomes resurrected your career on your 1-year deal, TikTok boy. He admitted that he grabbed you, but don't act like you're that or ever was. But congratulations again."
So that's where the TikTok boy started for references, but I'm assuming there's more?
JuJu responds to that.
All right, here we go.
"Glad you were finally able to get all that off your chest after all these years. Good game, bro." There's more. Darius Slay.
Slay Day.
Says,
Big play
come
Slay.
on now,
Let's
bro.
ride.
Doing too much.
Who was that? You said that was Big Play Slay, right?
In reference to JuJu's
To
tweet.
JuJu. Okay.
Tweet,
Okay. Doing too much. All right.
You also have, and this is just Eagles players.
Yeah.
We still got to get to the players across the league.
Oh, we got reactions. Let's tap in.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
Shout out to CJ, man. He had a good game.
Eagles
Some big
safety
hits.
says,
Yeah.
I got more interceptions than bruh had touchdowns.
Oh.
Maybe I need to change the wide receiver.
Oh, that's what we. Oh, okay.
And then C.J. Gardner-Johnson also says, JuJu ran for me when I checked him in the game. Then 10 got his smoke. I don't know exactly what he's referring to.
He's talking about when
there.
he smashed Pacheco. Remember when Pacheco got hit and Pacheco had to go off of the play?
Oh.
That's what he's talking about. But then 2 plays later, he came back. He got the first down. Got hit
JuJu
again,
responded to that by posting a video of C.J. Gardner-Johnson getting punched by a Bears receiver back in the day. Yeah, way back in the day.
Yeah, that's a couple years ago, yeah.
And JuJu says, I went to the sideline to call him.
What?
I don't make too much sense of that back and forth right there. But also, C.J. Gardner-Johnson has this to say. He goes, JuJu talk a lot for a guy who ain't productive, for real. AB made you look amazing. After that, you've been toilet water.
God dang.
Wait, let me put a stamp on it. At Team JuJu. Even tagged him.
Oh. Whoa. So, whoa. So he was just shooting him, and then he added him on that one. Yeah. All right.
He added him.
At that boy. That's what we say, at that boy. Shout out to Vince,
JuJu never responded to that, from what I know.
Okay.
Mahomes chimed in.
Patty?
Says, that man must be bored.
Are you talking about future GOAT? You talking about him?
It's just Mahomes.
Oh, man, he's a Mahomes. He got the first 5 years, man. It's unbelievable what he's done.
Best quarterback in the league right now. I'll give him that.
Yeah, best 5-year start?
I'd have to look back.
Yeah. It's up there.
I don't know if I'd agree.
I was about to say, I'm trying. If you can find me a better 5-year start to an NFL career, I'll be waiting.
He says, that man must just be bored. He might be talking about A.J. Brown, because I think A.J. Brown was the first one that started all these reactions.
Okay.
But A.J. Brown responded to that and said...
A.J. responded to Mahomes?
Yeah. He said, he called you and told on me.
Hey, bro.
Sounds about right. Yeah, y'all got it.
Silly.
A.J. Brown deleted that tweet.
Time. He said, yo, you called bro on me? He's silly, bro.
So he's saying, JuJu called Mahomes. I need some backup.
Yeah. He's like, yo, they getting on me. I need a big fish. Come here. Hey, yo, silly.
Mahomes could have done more than that.
Mahomes could dunk on anybody right now. I tell you, if you could find a better 5-year start to your career, then that's the person they can say something to Mahomes. That's why I'm like, yeah, that's pretty funny for AJ to say that. Hey, man, you called him. You called your big brother up. All right.
I got to go to the fan reactions here, because some of these are even better than the players' responses.
What in the world?
We got...
So JuJu woke up on Lover's Day and chose violence, man. What does it say what time the tweet was sent out? I'll hold you when it matters the most.
I don't think I have that screenshot.
Dang. I just think like what?
Oh wait, I do. 3:18 p.m.
So he was fresh off the flight, middle of the day. Like
he was working for Raising Cane's yesterday.
Oh, he was.
He was doing some stuff, yeah.
Because they got the Super Bowl. The parade was going on. Me and wife was at lunch. I saw the parade going on then. So yeah, all right.
He was doing some promotion for them. So it might have been after that, maybe during it.
Wasn't Mahomes at Disney yesterday? So he shot that tweet off at Disney on him. All right, okay. I like it. But we got fan reaction. All right, let's get it.
These are great. At Cars Brown 4L says, he's a former Steeler during the AB era. What do you expect?
Why we got to chase? I feel bad because I'm like, yeah, I get exactly what you're saying.
That's actually in response to someone saying, just when I was telling someone how classy KC was. That's when off-season dev Juice WRLD Better says he's a former Steeler during the AB era. What do you expect?
That's what our rep. We the AB era. That's crazy. Why you got to put it like that, bruh?
Now here's some of the NFL players' reactions from across the league.
All right, here we go.
Micah Parsons. Damn, social media has allowed players' social media skills be better than their football skills. Hashtag sad.
Wow. Wow. Okay.
Tyreek Hill called JuJu a front runner.
You said Tyreek Hill did?
Yep. And then Tyreek Hill also responded to JuJu's tweet where JuJu was saying to A.J. Brown, glad you were finally able to get all that off your chest, blah, blah, blah.
What did that mean, though?
Tyreek Hill, what?
When he said all those years. Like, what's the backstory with that?
I don't know. I
think
think Juju's
assuming
there's some pent-up frustration about JuJu that A.J. Brown feels that he's been holding in.
All right, because I was trying to think, did they have any smoke in Tennessee?
No.
Like,
No,
nothing collegiately? I'm like, yeah, all these years, all right.
No, I think JuJu's saying A.J. Brown may have been jealous of JuJu throughout these last several years. Maybe JuJu has gotten more attention than A.J. Brown. That's probably true.
You don't think A.J. Brown got attention?
No, I feel like he was always a little underrated down in Tennessee.
I don't know. I look at
JuJu gets. I feel like he gets more media hype. Definitely when he was with the Steelers.
I think JuJu has more media and social media presence, but I don't think like football wise. Yeah, I don't know. I've always looked at AJ Brown like, especially since I'm trying to think, but the year before he got traded, and then obviously once they traded him. Yeah, I thought during that time like he was named. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's definitely a name.
Yeah.
I feel like JuJu just got more attention though.
Yeah, because JuJu kills social media though, without a doubt.
I mean, it's JuJu's own fault for that. Just how he is because he's doing TikTok dances on opponent's logo, so that's going to draw attention.
Yeah.
AJ Brown wasn't doing any of that.
Yeah.
Tyreek Hill though responded.
Hey, speaking of the TikTok, I don't know if you saw it. Was it CJ? I think it was Gardner Johnson. He put up something like the dude had more TikToks than he had touchdowns this season.
I didn't see that one.
Yes, bro. I think I definitely saw that. Yeah. I was like, yo, why? Because I missed all the other stuff that was going on with CJ. I didn't know he put that JuJu put the picture of the dude punching him and then all that. I didn't see that part. I definitely think I saw that one though, where he's like, yo, he's got more TikToks posted this season than touchdown score. And I was like, yo, what is going on right now, bruh?
But Tyreek Hill said to JuJu, man played victim. LOL, I'm logging off here today. And then here's the last one. This one's from another former Steeler, actually.
Who's this from?
LeGarrette Blount.
LeGarrette Blount forced trauma?
This is to JuJu's initial tweet. He says, 172 yards in the last 6 games, Super Bowl included, of the season, and no touchdowns. Who held you then? Don't be a dickhead and continue to play your role on an already great team with a great coach. Congrats to my guy, Travis Kelce, and the future of the NFL, Mahomes. Y'all did y'all thing. I think Blount had the mic drop.
Whoa. And you ain't running up on LeGarrette either. I'm just going to throw that out there. Nah, yeah. Dang. Spicy.
And if there was someone to know, hey, you're on a great team. You play your role.
He's definitely
he's that guy. I mean, and he's played that role really well and was a good player. I think we all can agree. LeGarrette Blount was a good player, but it's still like
heavy
knowing your place in a way.
Yeah, but he never comes out and talks like he's Gronk or like he's Edelman or like he's Brady or like he was Hernandez or any of them other dudes. Moss, Revis, none of that. Yeah.
So what's your take?
It's multiple things. It's funny. It's corny. It's a dude that finally feels vindicated. He has a ring, so when you win, you can say what you want. It's the true NFL heads, like the football players that are like, bro, we don't care about your fandom. We don't care what fanboys and girls tell you. We play this game. We know who you are. So, like, that part is funny as well. And it's just one of the things. But then even, like, the fan reaction is funny because it's like some of them, I'm sure some of them going to rock with it and love it. Some of them going to hate on it. Some of them going to, make a big deal out of it. But, yeah, I just think it's multiple things all rolled in one. That's why I'm like, yo, it's entertaining. I like it. It's entertaining because, yeah, I think that JuJu, when you win a Super Bowl, you do have the right to say what you want. When you win, you got the right to say what you want. But that's also when we talk about winning with class and being like a sore winner or a sore loser, right? You could lose with class, you could be a sore loser. You can win with class, you could be a sore winner. I think all that plays into it as well. But at the same time, when you are the victory, say what you want. But that's also why when we talk about, how things do come full circle, when you put that energy out, you got to be ready for whatever comes back. Right now, it's a verbal thing. But as we saw, even when it went back to birthing, it was verbal until it wasn't verbal. And that's the whole thing. It's like, man, you put that target on your back, you better be one of them dudes that can live up to it. That's what them dudes in the NFL was saying to him in them tweets. Like, it's one thing that the fans go into it, but the NFL players are like, bro, them fans that's giving you reactions, them fans that's liking your tweet, retweeting it, they can't save you when them 60 minutes start and we are here with these pads because we know who you are. And that's the funny part for me also because I'm like, them dudes that responded to him was killers. You look at their numbers, you look at their tape, they stamped. All of them look similar. JuJu's the outlier in that conversation. So it's like, bro, if they the ones who like that and they ain't even on that, and you on that, but you not like that, you just got to be careful what you going to get yourself into next
Parsons
season.
too? A Cowboy?
Okay, that's,
A dude that was talking shit on the Eagles a little bit?
I'm like,
talking shit on Hurts, saying, is it the system or is it Hurts?
Because it's a...
And he's coming out of nowhere and talking shit on JuJu.
Though, honestly, as a player, like, and I had to look at it multiple ways. The media side, the fan side, the player side. The fan side was like, bro, I love it. JuJu, talk your talk, like, be petty. Be petty. Why not? Hey, man, remember, they the same way Philly said slick things about San Fran, man, you go and be petty as much as you want right now. Go for it. That's the fan side of me. The media side is like, all right, well, hey, man, we got storylines. It's something easy to talk about. It's going to be fun. Let's see where it goes. But then the player side is like, bro, it's a respect thing. You not like that. If you not like that, don't talk like you like that, because that's how you get hurt. That's how you get in a situation that you ain't supposed to be in. When you hear people say your mouth is buying a ticket that your butt can't cash, that's what they talking about. And when you see them type of dudes responding, all of the dudes feel the type of way. Like, even me, I was like, bro, JuJu, you wilding right now. That's the player in me, though. It's like, yeah, you wilding. Like, if you not that, you don't talk like that. You don't, even if you threw the tweet out when A.J. Brown responded and then Mother responded, that's when you know, hey, bro, tone it down. You doing too much. But you keep going with it. You trying to really show that, nah, I ain't backing down. I feel good. And it's like you in the moment right now. The moment is Super Bowl, y'all partying, you drinking, everybody telling y'all great. And that is true. But this is right now. When that season start next year, you ain't going to be protected by the, hey, we on the parade right now. We got the champagne. We doing that. When you put them pads on next season, all them dudes that didn't even tweet to respond to you, guess what they thinking too? Oh yeah, I'm going to get me one. Because that's how you do as a player. Yeah, trust me, man. We had check it. Shoot. I ain't even got to tweet nothing, but I know he talk crazy. Oh, yeah, I can't wait to get one of them. You might not even say it publicly when you do it, but you ain't thinking about it. And that goes back to the part where they like, hey, man, if you ain't like that, bro, be careful, man. Won't people running up on Debo. Debo could do and say what he want because, hey, he going to back that up. Peasy. Do and say what he want, he going to back that up. Prime time. Do and say what he want, he going to back that up. AB. He could do and say what he want, he going to back it up, right? 7. Tom Brady. Rodgers could act the way he want to act. Why? Because that man went back-to-back league MVP, stamp. You know who he is. This is a difference. That's all. But like I said, for me, man, it's entertaining. Yeah.
I agree with you 100% pretty much, because whenever I saw the first tweet, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious. This is great timing by JuJu.
Like, yo, it's funny.
Comedic genius.
Yeah.
But you got to look at it two ways. It's like, JuJu, what are you doing this for?
Like,
you doing this for me? You're doing this for the fans, internet culture, meme culture.
Yeah. That's cool.
You won there. You definitely got a thumbs up because that was excellent.
Yeah.
But if you're also trying to think and consider your respect level from your peers, I don't think this helps at all.
Nah, because you already were going to have people questioning your role or how impactful you were anyways, even with your 900 receiving yards, which we talked about. Man, we congratulated him on it because I respect the heck out of it. But when you talk like he's talking, you don't look at that and say, oh yeah, you balled out, you did your thing. Now you start looking and saying, well, hold on, you talking like you did this and this and this, and now we looking back and it's like, nah, you ain't did those type of things. And it's just one of those things, like you said, it's respect factor. I could get up here and talk crazy about every player in the world, talk crazy to any fan that come on this show with us, right? But man, I know my track record. I know what I did and what I did not do. So it's still a certain level of respect when I talk about people, you know what I mean? Players. But it's like, bro, you got to understand, like you said, man, who you are, your role, all of that. LeGarrette Blount hit it right on the head, man. He was a little heavy-handed with his approach, but he hit it on the head. But like I said, man, I just looked at JuJu. I was like, bro, he's just, he's in the moment.
No, because, that's one thing. I actually agree pretty much with all the responses that went back at JuJu. Yeah. You're right. A couple of them are a little bit more heavy-handed, but we felt the same way about JuJu whenever his tenure in Pittsburgh was ending.
When he started doing the TikToks on the logos.
Well, yeah, not even that, but just even his play on the field. We're like, yeah, I guess we could just acknowledge he's not a wide receiver 1, but he could be a good wide receiver 2, good slot, good role player for you. just a good receiver, but he's not going to be the one making the difference, drawing all the extra coverage.
And what I meant with the logo part was when we started to say, hey, it's still cool with his social media, because remember, his social media was still going, but we're like, as long as we feel like your play is more impactful or more headline than your social media. When we felt like that was shifting, that's when we started to feel it, and we really like the logo dancing was really like when it became like at the forefront. And this does bring us back mentally to those feelings of, man, you played well. Yes, you had a good season. Good season doesn't mean you talk like how you're talking. You're talking like if you had 1,500 receiving yards, 10 tutties, and went off in the Super Bowl and all this other stuff. Like, you ain't do that. And that's the issue. So now you take this team award, which is the Super Bowl ring, but now you let that go to your head like this is an individual, I did this myself thing. I can talk to all these dudes and take shots and say whatever. And it's like, bruh. Like, nah, that ain't that. It's like I said, for the fans, you love it. If you're trying to win the internet, man, you've done it. But when you talking about the respect and you talking about that class, and you talking about what you're going to open yourself up to, that is what you need to be thinking about, JuJu, while you going, this way.
Right,
like,
you're still in the middle of your career. It's not like you're retiring after this.
Like, seriously, bro. I'm like, are you plan on staying in Kansas City the whole time then, right? Because you talking like that.
He better resign.
You see what I'm saying? Like, you talking like that.
Yeah, that's the only team he should be resigning.
Okay. Because we know how to, like, that's that. Yeah. But you put yourself into this position now. When you start talking like that, and it's one of those things where when you are humble, man, you can be average and they're going to look at you a little bit better. You could be good, they're going to look at you like you're great. You could be great, they look at you like you're elite because of the humility. But when you're not humble, especially when you're having success, bro, that's when they really look at you with that ultra critical eye and they're like, well, hold on here. You're just here. In fact, let me nitpick it and try to break. Like, that's where he starts to open himself up to. Like I said, man, I just think he's in the moment, though. I'm hoping that,
he put a target on his back. He put a huge target on his back.
I'm hoping that he'll understand that and kind of come off of this, but
too late.
It's never too late. Well, publicly, unless he came out, because the pride is not gonna let him like, yo, man, I was tripping. Like, don't mind me. The pride ain't gonna let him do that. We get that. That'll probably be the only way.
Yeah, you're not doing that. That even looks worse, I think.
Yeah, because to me, I'm like, that would kind of ease it a little bit, but he ain't gonna do that. So yeah, I mean, you open that door. Now we see where it goes from there. But yeah. That was kind of like my take from it, though. It was just, like, come on, baby. You better
I think
than
you're
that.
on the money with the
TikTok
TikTok stuff, though, because we experienced that all in Pittsburgh, and that's why this really isn't surprising. It's just who JuJu is. He's not a bad teammate. He's not a bad guy. Yeah. He's not a bad player, but I don't know if it's a lack of self-awareness. It feels like he puts the clout, the entertainment, a little bit as a higher priority over maybe the team or NFL priorities.
Yeah. Because
I don't know what it is.
You don't just put the target on your back, you put the target on the Chiefs' back.
Yeah,
now, the Chiefs already have a target.
That's what he did with all the logo dancing.
Yeah.
Like, there's no upside to it for the team. There's only upside to you for the clout.
Yeah.
This just puts a bigger target on the team's back and extra motivation and headline material
like you said,
for the opposition. So, like, why are we doing it?
You don't need these teams to have any other added motivation. It's already hard enough to win in the NFL. Like, but like you said, why? What is the benefit? A personal benefit, yes, but does it help the team? Absolutely not. But he's in the moment.
And this is an example of that.
He's in the moment right now, man.
Again, funny, though. Yeah. The TikTok dance before the game. Funny.
It was funny, yeah.
Yeah. JuJu's funny. He's just having fun. Yeah. It's benign, right?
Yeah.
But what comes with that is detrimental to the team, though. I feel like the Chiefs already have a target on their back because they're winning a lot. People are getting annoyed by them, obviously. Yeah. But I feel like this is just another thing, especially if he resigns with them.
Yeah, it makes it worse because now if I'm any team in the league, I'm looking, and the two things I'm trying to do, number one is beat the Chiefs, but number two, I got to get off one JuJu. I got to have something where I'm going to be able to go on social media and say, hey, look, boy, this is what I did to you. Like, that's a part of it, man. So, yeah.
And we saw how that played out in the Bengals game when he did that shit. Got drilled.
Seriously, bro.
Von Bell fumbled.
And we
have like 2 yards
but think
or
about
something.
it. We knew he was a target. Like, it was clear. Like, yo, they're trying to get you, man. All because of what you're trying to do right now. Great for social media. Great for your brand individually. But you're putting yourself and making your work life a lot more stressful, a lot more dangerous because of the physicality and the nature of you playing offense. These dudes, some of these dudes play defense. You feel me? It's a lot easier to go ahead and get that lick back when you're on that side versus, when you're on offense, you got to wait till it gets schemed up and stuff, man. But yeah, he'll be all right. I hope so, at least. But once again, this is what they say. when you get success, it shows you who you are or something like that. Or when you get money or when you have like good things happen, that's really going to show your character. So, maybe that's who it is. Maybe he is the dude that's just like, social media.
He's trolling, obviously.
Yeah.
And it's not like, I feel like this is more benign as opposed to him like really trying to like crush them. I think he's, again, just trying to win the internet. He's not trying to like necessarily disrespect the Eagles, but if you're doing this, it is disrespectful.
Those two things can't be
no matter what you think of it.
Those aren't
this
separate.
Is how it's coming off.
Right. He's like, oh, these could be separate. Yeah. I can tweet this and not be saying this. Like, no. You tweet this. That is saying that. I saw the meme before JuJu even posted it. This is how thrown off I was. I saw the memes, bro, and I'm laughing because it's like on a little social media, all the Valentine's Day things, right? You had
they were funny.
They were pretty funny. I was like, I like the creativity. You know what I mean? Like all the different stuff about different players with controversy. Might have had, some AFC North quarterbacks featured on a couple. I was like, bro, y'all getting a little crazy on some of this stuff, but as a whole, it was a vibe. It was still fun, as long as no players were sending it out. But when it's JuJu sitting out and the direct person that is impacted was like, bro, we know this. Like, yeah, man.
And the fact that Bradberry handled the end of the Super Bowl with class. I think everyone else across the board with the Eagles did too.
Yeah.
From Sirianni to A.J. Brown, Hurts, like they all handled the loss with class.
Yeah.
And then JuJu just comes out from the top rope with this one.
Yeah.
And this is what every action has a consequence. So JuJu has this action, and this is the response from NFL players across the league. And like I said, I actually agree with the NFL players in a way. I very much do. It's just, you're right, a little heavy-handed, but I don't think they're wrong because we had the same sentiments about JuJu as he was leaving here in Pittsburgh. He's just not like a wide receiver one. And
I will say this. The reason why they're heavy-handed, them dudes have all had a lot more success, a lot more money. They you know what I mean? Once again, I'm very respectful. I haven't won a Super Bowl. You feel me? I don't have that, so I ain't gonna sit here and act like I didn't talk like that or do that. Like, nah, But it's still one of them things, like, just speaking as a veteran, as an OG. It's like, hey, bro, this is the right way. This is the not so good way to go about it. That's why my approach isn't as heavy-handed, but you still get the message pretty clear. So,
want me to read more of these super chats?
Man, let's tap in. Absolutely. Because, that was, it was interesting, bro. It was interesting.
Let's go, UW.
You sound like a dad, low key, when you was like, all right, man, like, does this help the team or does this help JuJu? It helps JuJu. It just puts. I was like, dang, bro, I felt like Papa Deke raising like, yo,
it's like,
man.
I feel like it's not. I'm not trying to like hate or like put the dude down, but it's like
it was like real.
I feel like this is it is. It's
was
reality.
real,
if you make this decision, this is gonna be the consequence for it. You're gonna be hurting your team, and there's been too many times it feels like throughout JuJu's career that he doesn't think that way. All right,
we used to use the excuse of him being young. I don't know if we could use that anymore, though, per se.
No, but he likes the internet culture, bro. Like he likes the gaming and shit. Because you look at some of the comments, who's gassing him up? All of his internet brothers. Makes sense, but you still playing the NFL.
Yeah. Like which one?
Like you're not retiring,
right? Which one is the priority?
If you're retiring and going to the gaming world, you can talk as much shit as you want.
Go for it. Yeah, have at it. You're protected. You just got to worry about running into somebody in Vegas, Cali, Miami, New York. Other than that, you good. But you still are active right now, JuJu. Like, this is different. When you're active, man, you cross paths a lot more frequently. And not everybody is as nice in person, you know?
You got legal violence happening on these football fields. Like, you're taking part in it 17 times next year.
Like, bro, that's what you're walking into. Them likes and retweets ain't going to help you there, bro. It's not going to help you, bro.
Let's go, UW. Also, XFL starts this weekend. Rooting for Hines to show out as head coach. And Brian and Eli Rogers to ball out.
All I want to see is Tay. I need Tay to go off, man. I'm looking forward to it. Deke has hyped me up for the past couple of years about the potential of Tay, the Killer B reunion. I know he's finally moved off on it officially because Ben is on he's enjoying paradise right now. But if Ben would ever come back, that means this could have life again. All right, so I need to see what Tay look like down here in the XFL. He go off this first game, get him 3 tighties for 300. Yeah, all right, yeah. we're gonna be over here like, hey, should we be signing Martavis Bryant? I'll be the first one in here doing it. Should we be signing Martavis Bryant? All right. Shout out to my dog Believe too, Eli Rogers, man. I can't wait to watch him work, man. Those my dudes too, man. Like them my dudes, man.
Are we gonna switch roles? I'm gonna be the one saying no. Hold off on Martavis.
If Tay cooks, I will for a fact be in here saying we need to bring him in. I'm just letting you know that now. I'm going to be saying that, yes. If he makes it look like he's Tay and he's playing in the XFL, not Martavis Bryant playing XFL. I'm talking like the Martavis Bryant.
Like he's Randy Moss.
Like it's Tay out there. Like if it looked like Tay, yes, I'm going to be in here like weed's legal in the league. Shout out to my dog Shay Lee. He got his own strand out here. Like, let's ride. Okay, bring him on in. But he got to look like Tay. He can't look like Martavis Bryant. I don't want Martavis Bryant in the XFL. I don't want that version. I want Tay.
Understood.
Yeah.
Phantom TV. I really like how Mahomes and the Chiefs pretend not to know the play to throw the defense off.
No, man, their misdirection is pretty dope. And that's just part of their creativity. But it also goes to the confidence that you have as a coaching staff and as a personnel to do some of those things. When you talk about Travis Kelce and JuJu looking confused at one point, and then they run a play to the opposite side. Number one, those two players, when you see that, antennas really go up because you're like, bro, all right, what's happening? So I like that part. Then also, I mean, you got just the reckless creativity when they run around, ring around the rosy and stuff. They did one of those in the Super Bowl too. It didn't work though, but they had one of them where the center, it was like the extra lineman. He came as a tight end, like they did the little circle spin thing, and he ran out there. It was an incomplete pass though. But yeah, man, that's just they got that type of confidence, man. So it is fun to watch. It is fun to see that. I don't know if everybody got that though, man. That's yeah. When you got Mahomes, you could be real loosey goosey like that. Yeah, that's different.
Let's go, UW. Has gifted one Arthur Moats membership to.
Oh, all right. Shout out, let's go, UW.
Sacred Dace.
Huh? Oh, how you say
Crossed Dace. That's their username.
Say Crossed Dace? I'm trying to find it so I cannot butcher it.
Might
all right. I see it now. I see it. Yeah. Because I was trying to make sure I pronounce it.
It's Crossed Dace.
Sacrosadase. How you say that, man?
I'm saying Sacrosadase.
I'm going to say it like that, there, bro. Shout out to Let's Go UW and shout out to Sacrosadase and welcome to the upper room. Yes, indeed. And could you please do me a favor and type in the phonics version of how that thing sounds in the regular chat, so at least that way, you know what I'm saying, we know how to not butcher your name like that, because I ain't know what that thing was saying. I felt bad, bro. Yeah.
Phantom TV says, after the Steelers signed Cam, who would you rather have, Bradberry or Jalen Ramsey? Rooks not included.
Okay. If I'm picking between the... Oh, dang, that's tough, because I was leaning Bradberry because he'll be cheaper. But with Ramsey having that under 20 cap hit, we ain't tripping on any rookies.
And Ramsey's younger.
Yeah, I was about to say, I like Ramsey then. Yeah. I would go Ramsey then. Yeah, especially with the cap hit stuff. Yeah, I would definitely go Ramsey because Bradberry's going to be having a new deal. So new deal is always going to have new money associated with it. And then we're going to be trying to figure out how much of a raise is he looking for from his work in Philly, because Bradberry's going to get a nice contract. But yeah, I would probably go Ramsey then if it was between those two, knowing the cap situation with Ramsey's contract.
I'm going Ramsey too. I'm going to take this a step further, though.
Mm-hmm.
If we actually are trading for Jalen Ramsey, do we bring back Cam Sutton?
Probably not.
Because Cam's going to probably get between a $7 to $9 million contract.
Yeah. So it'd probably be Ramsey and Wallace. Wallace. Or actually, you probably could. It just depends on how big that number is. If not, I would probably say Levi and then keep Akello maybe, because he's going to be the cheaper between him and Will Jackson.
Are we trading one of those two?
What you mean?
Are we trading Levi or Akello maybe?
No. I'm thinking
deal for Ramsey.
See, I thought it was going to be we just probably some picks for some money, like that whole ordeal. But then for us making the numbers work, we probably don't re-sign Cam Sutton, and now we're looking at...
We definitely cut Akello.
Well, Akello's only at 4 right now. So once again, it's like you might mess around and keep him as a $4 million option and Levi Wallace as your other guy. Them two battle it out opposite Jalen Ramsey versus you cut Akello, you cut William Jackson, you lose Cam Sutton to free agency, and now you're looking at Levi Wallace and Pierre.
What are we doing in the slot?
You still got your Milettes. You still have Oh my goodness. So you got Milet that could play down there. Obviously, Norwood has had some work down there. You probably would draft a guy or bring somebody in.
I'm wondering if you just lock in corner before the draft. Then could you do Ramsey, Cam, and then Levi, and then Cutakello?
To me, I would go Ramsey, Cam, Levi, Cutakello, cut Will Jackson, and go that way.
And then you're just drafting O-line probably.
O-line and either D-tackle or potential LB. Like, I'm in that range.
Because you're assuming you still have 2 of your top 3 picks. You probably still have that first rounder.
And then
you're trading that 32nd.
And whoever's the cheaper of the 2 at safety between Edmonds and Casey.
I wonder if they can make that work. We got a Highsmith extension.
The beauty is this, at least with Ramsey already being under contract, you don't have to guess what his number is going to be if you're the Steelers. Whereas with Bradberry, you got to guess, all right, are you getting him for 10? Or is there another team that's going to come over here and want to push it to 12? Like when we talk Gilmore, when we talk J.C. Jackson and those guys, when they were getting done in New England, it's like, dang, man, yeah, we want this dude, but how much is he going to cost? You know, he's about to hit the open market. What is he going to command? And if we hop in, is another team going to hop in with that and now run that price up?
And you're getting Ramsey on the low.
Yeah.
This would be the time to do
low
it.
risk, high reward.
This is the type of move the Patriots did, bringing in Darrelle Revis whenever they traded for Randy Moss.
Yeah.
You know, they had a down year. Things just weren't working out with their former team. Their stock's down. But you know they're an all-time talent, and you just take that risk. He is still in the prime of his career, just based off the age, 27, 28.
No, you watch him. He's still athletic as heck. The difference is this. Is he starting to slip a little bit? Sure, but he's not slipping against average. He's slipping against elite. But he's used to being the guy that can match up with elite. Your Jamar Chases, your Justin Jeffersons, your Stephon Diggs, your like that type. He's used to being the guy that one-on-one, no help. That's what he was. Now it's taking a step down from that, but he's still going to be able to whitewash anything else that show up, like get it up out of here. You know what I mean? Because he is still ultra athletic, super smart, healthy, and can still play at a high level. It's just we're talking about when he has to face the 1% of the 1%ers, like the unicorn guys. That's where he's started to slip a little bit.
I'm sure you could still put him on an island against Chase
you still
at times.
Put him on it, yeah. It's just instead of it being 60 minutes of it, you're trying to get 30 minutes of it or 40 minutes of it. Like we talked about with the Chiefs offensive line versus the Eagles D-line. Yeah, if I only need you to one-on-one block these guys 20 times today, we can do that. If I need you to do it 50 times, that's going to be an issue. And I think for Ramsey, as long as we're not asking him to cover a Jamar Chase all game long by himself, yeah, the handful of times or the majority of the time where he does have to do it, and as long as he got a little bit of help on them other times, yeah, I think he could definitely do that because he's a smart enough player. He knows his coverages like that.
Because that's one of the cases for him. You could say his best years were when he had the best defenses around him. Those Jaguars defense was really good. And then last year with the Rams, it was a disaster. Aaron Donald being hurt, bunch of guys being hurt, offense was terrible. So, yeah, maybe it's not going to be as good of a year for a cornerback that's always on an island out there. But when he was cooking with the Rams, we saw what their defense was looking like. Yeah. Although that Super Bowl wasn't the best for him.
But who was he going against once again?
Wasn't the best.
Who was he going against?
It was Chase.
We're talking about
it was Higgins too, right? Higgins on the other side.
And how are people talking about Higgins right now? They don't talk about Higgins as some, oh, man, he's just all right. They're like, nah, this dude, he's legit number one right now. Like, that's what he's shown. So that's my thing. Like, when I'm watching Rams, I'm like, bro, if those are the handful of times like we tripping on, I can make that work. You know, like you could definitely make that work.
The T. Higgins one was borderline offensive pass interference, right? Phantom TV. No, I already read that one.
He had another one, though, I think. Yeah.
See the next one?
Yeah.
It says another question: Ramsey or Hargrave? I'd go Ramsey again.
You would go Ramsey. What am I doing with Larry Ogunjobi? And what am I doing with Cam Hayward? What am I doing with Tyson? Oh no, yeah.
I think Hargrave's going to be trying to get up to those Ramsey numbers.
He wants that. He deserves it. Why shouldn't he? But if I'm choosing between right now, who you think is the better player right now, Hargrave or Ramsey?
I think Hargrave definitely had the better season. There's no question. I think going forward, I'd rather pay that money to a lockdown corner, though.
Okay.
If I'm divvying up the cap.
Okay.
And just what position I find a little bit more valuable.
Who do you think makes you regret?
And he's young. He's younger too.
Who
That's
makes
the
you
other
regret the deal faster, Ramsey or Hargrave? Because you're gonna regret it at some point in time, regardless of who it is, right? So who does it happen faster with?
I think Hargrave, actually.
Wow. Okay.
Ramsey goes bad if he just doesn't have it anymore.
Corners fall off cliffs. D linemen typically. I look at Cam and how he's been aging. I think of that. I think of Tyson and how he aged here. I mean, we talked about some of his best seasons were when he first came here, right? Think of like that dynamic. And then I think of like corners. Like when they finally hit that age or that cliff and it's just like, all right, dang, it just got so abrupt. That's the thing. I think Hargrave is going, I think his game ages. It's hard to be a man-to-man corner though, bro.
I just envision Ramsey coming here and be locked down for like 3 years being like our savior.
I'm with you on the 3-year part. I just thought I can get 5 out of Hargrave. That's all.
Oh, holy hell.
Yeah, I thought I can get more. That's all.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I literally that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, they're both going to cost.
Hargrave max
they're
3.
both going to be dope, but I think Hargrave gives me more years, bro. Yeah.
Damn.
I do. At his position? Yeah.
The reason I like Ramsey, though, better, too, is just how he would fit with the team right now.
Oh, yeah, facts.
Because you're right. You're asking too many questions about defensive line with Hargrave, with Cam and Ogunjobi.
To me, but the way I look at it is like this. Like, yeah, because it's a lot easier and simpler to bring in Ramsey. It's a little bit more complicated to bring in Hargrave because the Larry Ogunjobi and Cam Hayward. But at the same time, Hargrave is going to dominate any nose tackle on our 3-4, which we saw him do. And then when we go to our sub package, and he goes to the 3 technique or the 1 technique, I'm looking at him in a DeMarvin Leal type or him and a Cam Hayward, you know what I'm saying? And then you got a TJ outside, Alex, bro, like, that's filthy. That's what Philly was doing. When you look at Philly doing, that's what they had over there. And you saw why all of those dudes were eating like that, because you couldn't double team anybody. And when you have that upgrades your back end immensely as well.
Yeah, then you just draft receiver.
Jordan Addison, 17.
Or not receiver. I was going to say cornerback. I'm sorry. But yeah, that's an option too. Elijah Boykin is saying, finally able to catch a live show again. Just
Let's go, man.
And don't forget to like the video.
No, I appreciate you, Elijah. Absolutely. Yeah, definitely hit that like button on the video one time for the culture. Subscribe if you have not done so. And hit that notification bell as well.
Fun 6,000. We got a hater in the building. He says, Mahomes better than Big Ben all time in only 5 seasons. Crazy.
Oh.
Fake news.
I was going to ask you how'd you feel about that statement, man.
Fake news.
What part don't you like about it? I'm just asking. Like
the whole statement. Find it false. I'll take 7 over Mahomes. And I'll pull the whole different eras card out of my back pocket. Different eras. Different eras. You put Big Ben in this era right now? When Mahomes came in? Are you kidding me? You're seeing more.
Didn't Mahomes
You're seeing more.
Win a ring during this? Wasn't Ben playing during that era?
I think Ben was hurt the season Mahomes won, actually.
Did he play the years afterwards? Like I
don't think Mahomes won those seasons.
But
Ben was in the league.
Wasn't he going to the Super Bowl as well?
Which one? I guess 2020.
I was about to say, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
He had a better structure around him. He wasn't getting sabotaged. I mean, that's part of it too. Big Ben at the late stages of his career. Mm-hmm. Not as mobile. So, hey, let's set him up with a little bit more success. A little bit more of a offensive line that can block for him.
Yeah.
Some receivers that can catch the ball.
Uh-huh.
Mahomes didn't have to deal with that.
Oh, okay.
You put Ben coming into the league right now, or Mahomes is, I think you're seeing more.
You know what? I like where you at with it. I like where you at. We'll get another opinion on this thing too, because it's 5:00. Time to hit the phone line real quick, bring in the homie TG, and then from there, man, we'll keep this convo going and get his thoughts on some of this stuff too, the JuJu stuff. Let's see where his energy is, man. Alrighty.
I'm excited for that.
When my dog hit me up, I said, "Oh yeah." He called me it was Lover's Day when he called me. Lover's Day. In prime time Lover's Day hours. I was like, "Yeah, what's going on, bro?"
So you're saying TG shouldn't be focused on that?
I thought he was jammed up. I didn't know what was happening. I'm like, "Bro, you all right?" Was like, "Yo." And he was like, "Bro, JuJu." I'm like, "Oh, all right, save it." All right, let me make sure I call him and don't play this Kanye that was bumping for a little bit. All right. Okay. Well, let's get him going. see, of course, when I don't text him, now he gonna make us play this game. Now he gonna wait. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, that's crazy. Look.
Please leave your message.
Oh no, see, this crazy. Wait for him to hit his back in a little bit, dude. What the world?
We got more super chats.
Oh yeah, we definitely do.
AJ Martinez says, yes, your mouth writing checks your arse can't catch.
Bro, it's bad
juju. JuJu, LOL.
It's bad juju. I like what you did there. But no, that's definitely one of those things, man, where you don't want to put that type of energy out if you can't really back that thing up. Not in a negative way like juvenile, but like in a you can't back up what you're, putting out. Yeah. That is also accurate. Yeah.
Phantom TV. Who's more cringe? Claypool's interviews or JuJu?
Oh, man.
Cringe. Claypool
has
Claypool.
Yeah. Because it's like forced. It gives me WWE vibes when I watch him. Like,
I just think of the interviews. Hey, what do you think could help the team? I think music at practice.
Yeah.
This is coming off like a 2 or 3 game losing skid, and he's like, I think we need more music.
The self-awareness isn't always there with Chase, but I don't know. He just always seemed like he was trying to force, like, the persona versus just, like, when I think of JuJu, like, none of us are genuinely surprised because that is who JuJu is in terms of the social media part. Now, it's just grown more and more to where now it's no longer, like, funny and wholesome. It's kind of like, bro, you doing a little bit too much now, But that's always been his vibe per se. But with Claypool, I don't know. I never, like, 1 minute I'm like, is he trying to be like super tough? But then you get, like you said, the TikTok, the dancing, and then it's like the lack of self-awareness. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Yeah.
The first down celebration.
Yeah, but then gets mad when they get caught up. Like, bro, like you tripping right now. It's like, I don't know, man.
We need more go routes. Yeah. But he's dropping those go routes on 50-50 balls down the field. And there was one more thing with Claypool. Hold on. I lost it. I'm going to get it back. Hold on. No, I forgot it. Sorry. There's one more thing. It's gonna pop up.
I'm trying to think. So we had the dancing, we had the first down, we had Browns.
No. That was JuJu.
No. He had lose and never heard of her.
He had that, but the Browns one, he said, it don't matter. Chiefs are gonna clap him anyway.
That's what it was.
On IG Live after we lost.
Yeah.
You're right. What was the other one? I completely forgot it.
Yeah, I'm trying to go down the list of Chase events, man.
Oh, I got it. Saying he's a top 3 receiver in the league.
He did say that. Yeah. You backed him though on that.
He should be.
You backed him.
He didn't live up.
No.
He should be.
He
should be like but top 3, whatever. Like he should be a top 10 receiver based off his talent.
He wasn't saying it future tense. He was saying present tense. He's top 3.
He definitely wasn't when he said it. What I backed him in is like, okay, you're right. Now do it this season. And he didn't.
This is accurate, man. This is accurate. Yeah, I would definitely say that Chase definitely leans more on the cringe side. Yeah.
Wish him the best.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I hope it work out for him, man. I do.
Let's go, UW. Another hiring cycle comes and gone.
Mm-hmm.
Comes and goes. I think that's what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
How has Eric B. not got a head coach job yet? What more does he have to prove?
It's insane, and they would come up with every freaking excuse in the book. Man, you're an Andy Reid shadow. That ain't stopped nobody else from getting hired before when they was in shadows. Like, it's nuts. Man, you're playing with this great talent. Well, hey, man, he's had him since he was a rookie. Was he great his rookie year when he played 1 game? Nah. He helped him develop, though. He's seen it what it could be, and now you see where Mahomes is. But you even hear how Mahomes speaks on Bieniemy. Yeah, loves the dude. Credits his dude. But once again, it's one of those things where people will come up with every single excuse in the book. And that's when you have to start just looking at it and calling a spade, man. You know what it is. Like, yeah, it ain't, he interviews bad or his players don't like him. You think a lot of players love Bill Belichick and how he talks to players? Absolutely not. You know how many players I've talked to that said they could not stand the way that Bill Belichick ran his organization? Nobody cares. At the end of the day, man, this is a part of the issue that has been going on in the NFL. You got the Rooney Rule to try to combat it. obviously still not as effective as it could or should be. This is something that Brian Flores has even brought up before, during his process, and even with him getting a DC job based on what he's done in the league. It's still disrespectful when you really look at the guys that are getting opportunities to be head coaches, whether they're new opportunities or the repeat opportunities. It's just like, bro, what are we really talking about here? Like, if we just say what it is, all right, cool. It is what it is. But don't act like it's rain when you really pissing on me. And that's the reality of it when it comes to the Eric Bieniemy talk. I mean, if it wasn't for the Houston Texans, let's be real, DeMeco Ryan, does he get a head coaching job right now? Steve Wilkes put in work down in Carolina. He didn't even get that opportunity, and he's homegrown in there. So, yeah, it's just one of those things, man, that, it's just a part of the flaws that are trying to get worked out. But as long as the NFL goes on, there's always a chance for that to get changed and to get rectified, so you don't lose hope on it. But at the same time, yeah, we ain't gonna sugarcoat it either. So, yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't add up to me either. Yeah. Flores, we've talked about this. He should have been a head coach after the Dolphins firing.
I don't know where my dog at, man. He ain't texted me back yet either. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, what's going on?
He's caught up in the JuJu drama.
He low-key might be.
Yeah, we were just talking about Flores.
Yeah.
All right, question for you. If you're Bieniemy, what are you doing?
Oh, and time out. To go back to the Bieniemy talk, too. This is the other thing that pisses me off. When you talk about some of the nonsense that you hear, right? Oh, he's in the shadow of this. He Andy Reid is this, that. Andy Reid calls all the plays. He can't interview well. His team doesn't like him. They say, bro, he should go and be an OC somewhere else, and then he'll get a head coaching job. First off, why the heck would he leave the best situation right now when you're talking about having a Patrick Mahomes at your quarterback? When you talking about having that type of all right, hold on.
Is he calling it?
Yeah, he just texted me back. Yep.
All right, cool.
But yeah, I'll get back to finishing that thing though, man.
Yeah, that works.
But no, that's one of those things. It's like, man, he shouldn't have to go somewhere else to go audition as an OC when he's been an OC for the best team in the league the past 5 years. Like, why should he have to go prove it again? Oh man, well, Andy Reid calls God. Bro, how many times do we go and point through and talk about, man, this guy was under this guy? Well, we know he calls his calls. That don't stop him getting hired. Hey, this guy was on his staff. We know he calls his calls. That ain't stop him from getting hired. How many times have people hired guys under the Sean McVay coaching tree? Man, the offense is under McVay. Who's calling the offense under McVay, though? But they swear by that, right?
Good point.
That's the part that's so frustrating, though.
You could even say the guys under Reid.
Yeah, absolutely. They have.
Right? A couple of those guys, like a Peterson, Nagy going up to the Bears. Same scenario.
So like I said, that part, like I said, is very frustrating. And it's like, why should he have to go put himself in a worse situation to try to prove something that he's already proven over 5 seasons? He showed it on the front end before Mahomes was Mahomes. He showed it while Mahomes became Mahomes. And now he's still getting it done with him playing at the highest level, with the target on his back, with the adjustments that we've seen in terms of how they have to play on offense now. So, yeah, man, to me, it's just one of those things, like I said, it's very frustrating.
That's why I wanted to ask you, because he's being floated out there as offensive coordinator, candidate for a bunch of other teams. I'm like, this is pretty stupid. Like, why would you leave the Chiefs to go be the OC with the Commanders?
Why? Like, why? Makes zero sense to me, man. All right, let's get T on the phone real quick, man. But yeah, I'm with you on that, bro. That definitely be irking me sometimes. Yeah, what's the word, man? We thought you was ghosting us today, man. We got a little upset over here.
I was waiting on you.
Hey, man, you know what I'm saying? We called. I was like, bro, Deke talked about, man, it's because Baylor had beat West Virginia in hoops by 20 the other day, so you was in your feelings. He was like, Pitt got 19 wins in a row. I was like, bro, I don't know what's going on, but I'm glad that you good, bro.
West Virginia's been rolling up there. What you mean?
I don't even know if you guys are making the tourney.
We're definitely making the tournament. We're making the tournament. The Big 12 is the toughest division in basketball. And we're over there balling. Like, what's going on. We're tough. We're better than y'all. We're better than Pitt.
Nah. You got the nice win early on in the season, but we're a way different team right now.
Uh-oh.
Moats even knows. He's been watching some hoops.
I've been peeping game, man. Pitt been putting together. They've been putting together a little bit of a run, man. And yes, the Big 12 is a bloodbath. Baylor is nasty. Yeah, but the thing with WVU, y'all go on these like cold spurts. I don't know why. Yeah, it's weird. It's super weird. But
win on a Saturday on prime time.
There it is. This is
true.
This is true. This is also true. But we got a couple things we got to talk about today, and I got to give you the heads up. We got a hard stop. I got to be out of here by 6 o'clock. I got a little date night tonight, all right? Just giving you the heads up, okay? So let's not waste any time, all right? First off, we've been spending the first hour of the show talking about your boy JuJu, man.
JuJu.
What's going on with JuJu, man? What's going on with the homie? Like, talk to me, man. How are you feeling about this? We've seen him called TikTok boy. We've seen Tyreek Hill come at him. AJ Brown come at him. CJ Gardner Johnson talk to him. Micah Parsons came about that thing. You know he's a dog. He didn't came out that thing. We seen
Micah Parsons.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's a lot of that going on right
Fun
now.
fact. Hold on.
Yeah.
Micah Parsons and AJ Brown went to high school together. No. That's Will Gay. I was gonna say. I think they. Okay. But it's like a little hometown cooking with Michael Parsons and AJ Brown.
Okay. But and then your boy JuJu, he ain't been backing down either. He been up there. He got the Draco.
I thought he took the victim route. I did think he played the victim route.
When you thought that?
That's the thing Tyreek Hill said too. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought he kind of like poked the bear and it was like, oh, that's what you feel after all these years. Like,
so that part, yes to that part. I didn't feel like that with the CJ Gardner Johnson one when Deke showed me the one where he put the picture up with the homie from Chicago punching him.
Okay.
Yeah, he was like, I was going to call him. That's what I was going to get when I was running from you, or something like that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like, whoa.
He has to fight back on this one. Like he started it. He can't just not do nothing. But I feel like he's gonna get attacked by a lot of different persons.
Why is that? Don't tell me why
he's gonna get attacked. He's now turned into the villain overnight.
I said that. No. So TG, keep it real. Why do you feel like he's gonna be attacked a lot more? Why do you feel like
he's gonna be attacked?
Why is that? If Mahomes would have said it, y'all wouldn't be tripping. JuJu can't say it. What's the difference?
You can't say that.
How the song go? It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. So you know what I'm saying? Like
you can't do that though. The joke wasn't funny.
Hey,
it was funny. You can't tell me you didn't laugh.
Hey yo.
It was only funny because it's like, oh, he really did that.
It was funny by itself. When he did it though, it was like, whoa, like that's how I looked at it. It was as is. It was hilarious.
Too early.
Hilarious. But 2 days later,
too soon.
It's like, bro,
it was the best timing though.
For social media, yes, and that was the thing that me and D kind of said. We were like, bro, if he's trying to win social media, he's doing a great job.
It was a great play.
But when you talking about what you about to open yourself up to with the real people that matter, not the Twitters, not the interactions, the likes, the retweets. We talking about when you put that helmet back on and you back out there in the season. That's a different type of energy. Yeah, he's
now made himself but he's been a target.
Mm-hmm.
People been you don't remember the playoff game when he said, I seen JuJu.
I do.
I seen him. I didn't see nothing but him.
I do.
He's been a target.
But he done gassed it up even more now, bro. Like,
yeah.
Because it's one thing you could win. It feel good, but you can't dunk on people when you win. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you're not like that guy.
If you're not that guy.
Yeah, that's tough to dunk on somebody when you win, when you're not him. Yeah.
I get it.
I said he was a prisoner of the moment. I said the champagne that got to him. He was on that float. He was on the flight. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody telling him, yo, you great. Y'all done it. And it kind of got to his head. That's kind of how I looked at it.
Man, but I mean, he won. He won. This is like, he just trolling.
Yeah.
I don't want to say the wrong term.
You was about to say clout chasing. That what you about to say? What you about to say?
Trolling.
Okay.
You know how it is to troll. Like,
yeah.
I was gonna say this, and I just didn't want it to come out wrong. I was gonna say, you know how like when 6ix9ine had won in a sense, and he was just trolling out here, and picking it was a moment like that. Like I got.
How did it work out for 6ix9ine though, bro?
I hear you.
Yeah, that's
it's not the same, but it's like he's definitely, you know what it is. What is it? You live long to be a villain.
Man,
you die
the hero a little long enough to see yourself become a villain. I feel you. I feel you. Like, yeah.
The The same people who was like loving that, like they're not gonna love that.
Yeah.
TikTok boy and all that. They're about to come at him.
They really called him TikTok boy like that. Yeah, bro. Like I was a little surprised, bro. Yeah, but
he had 3 touchdowns this year. He played pretty well in the playoffs though, but he had 3 touchdowns this year.
I'm about to say LeGarrette Blount. Did you see his response?
No, I know he said something. What did he say?
Deke got all the receipts. Deke got all the receipts for us, baby. Absolutely.
You know LeGarrette. I know he didn't like that.
Hey, blunt force trauma. You know we ain't playing. Come on, bro.
I know he didn't like that.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
He said 172 yards in the last 6 games, Super Bowl included, of the season, and no touchdowns. Who held you then? Don't be a dickhead and continue to play your role on an already great team with a great coach. Congrats to my guy, Travis Kelce, and the future of the NFL, Mahomes. Y'all did y'all thing.
I mean, but bro, it is what it is. He a champion.
I say when you win, you could talk, yeah. But just know,
it's
like,
tough, man.
The thing is this: you can say what you want, but everything has a consequence. Some of it you like, some of it you're not gonna like, and that's just what he opened himself up to. So yeah. Whew. But what were your thoughts though on the game as a whole, though, man? Like we ain't even talked to you since the game, man, and then we get the JuJu bombshell on us, like he emptying the Drake on Lover's Day. Speaking of, you had a good Lover's Day because you called me in Lover's Day hours. I was preparing dinner. Okay, so when you called me, I was a little surprised. I'm like, bro, is everything okay? I ain't know if we needed to make calls. What I'm saying? Like he was in the gym, but everything's good. Everything was good.
Everything's good. It's all good.
I like it there, man. Shout out to the lovers in the building. But what was your reaction though, man? Super Bowl, man. We know how it ended and all that stuff, but what was your thoughts on the game, man?
I thought it was a good game. I thought it was a real good game. I thought it was a chess match. Like, you didn't see the chess match. The Andy Reid brilliancy was at a sky high. You didn't peep.
Talk about it, baby. Talk about it.
He was down at halftime.
He
went inside. He said, I don't want to talk to nobody. I got to get this hand. It was no media contact, nothing. He went inside. Check this out. In the first half, he gave him a jet sweep, right? The Eagles rock and rolled it on the backside.
They gonna push it. You know that. Hey, you.
Hey, I seen it. They tried to rock and roll with the nickel and the safety. They tried to rock it.
We ain't gonna run with that fast motion. Don't run with that jet motion. Let it go.
They killed the jet.
Yeah.
So then Andy sat on that. He came back in the first half. He got a big punt return. He was only down. He was only down 10. He didn't panic.
Yeah.
Came down. They came down. Nice drive. He put a nice drive together. Hit him with the jet comeback. Oh no! I'm sorry. He got that big punt return. Hit him with the jet comeback. 6. So then look.
Spin the block.
He down 3.
Can we spin the block?
He down 3. He came back, got a nice drive, and hit it with the other side. Same play.
He say, yo, flip the play. Hey, same call. Flip it though. Just flip it.
Just flip it. You gonna get one.
That's how you know you're feeling good. That's how you know you got it. Hey, yo, just flip this. They gonna fall for it. They gonna fall for it. Guaranteed. They'll fall for it.
They're pushing it. As soon as you get right here, come out. I'm gonna hit you. Sis.
No, facts.
But that's to me. That's why I feel like you can't super harp on that call because you gave up 2 touchdowns, walk-in touchdowns in the Super Bowl.
No, blatant, wide open.
Walk-ins. So it's like you can't be mad at, even though that moment was big. And to me, I'll be real. I got in a lot of arguments. I thought it was a flag. Like I thought he grabbed him, he tugged him a little bit, and he threw it. It's the fact that he threw it.
Yeah, because that's the intended receiver. All eyes. Yeah.
And that's why I'm like, he threw it. To where it's like, I get it. I get the tic-tac. But the fact that he threw it, and it's like he had a chance. Yeah, he had a chance. I think you have to call that. Because he might have went and got that.
Well, that's the thing. It was like, knowing JuJu, people might say, nah, he wasn't going to do that. But the referee doesn't judge like that. The referee is saying, yo, this guy is like within 2 steps of this ball. That could have been the difference with this hole or not. And they don't get to make a judgment call and then factor in personnel and all that other stuff. Like, they got to just see it how they see it. And yeah, you're right. If it was on the backside, man, they're not calling that. But to the front side and to the intended receiver, that's going to get flagged, bro. It was bad. I mean, like you see it, front side, it was restriction. Yeah.
So, I mean, it's tough. It's tough it had to go down like that. I think it was just a dog fight.
How'd you feel about the – because, Deke, you ain't even asked about your common sense rule, though, man. There's the common sense rule. How would the common sense rule?
It's part of it. Yeah.
You can't do that. That's not their job.
Common sense. Well, no, here's the thing. They were letting them play the whole game, and then all of a sudden they throw this flag on the play that's the most pivotal. Like, there was the holding that was way worse, or the passing, whatever you want to call it. I think it was on the first drive. Was it Bradberry?
It was Bradberry on JuJu.
Yeah, same players slant across the middle.
Forced the incompletion. Yeah.
I'm just like, man, you're calling it on that. I get it, letter of the law, whatever, tug the jersey and everything. It's just, you probably could have found so many other penalties throughout the course of the game that were letter of the law.
I feel that.
And then it comes down to that. You're gonna throw it then? Like, come on.
Yeah.
I feel it. It's tough. I think it's his job. It's tough though. It's tough.
Very tough.
That's the thing about, like, it's human nature too, So it's like, I think he threw it. It's just the fact that he threw to this, like, he was the intended receiver. That's what kind of makes it a little bit more like, that's you.
And was close enough. Just close enough where it's a debate. Like, could he have? Yeah. I don't know, but you can't guarantee they wouldn't have. Yeah.
Man, it was a good Super Bowl. I think that was one of the better Super Bowls. And I know we say that every year, but I think that was one of the better Super Bowls. It gave us defense. It gave us a lot of offense.
Bro,
I think both quarterbacks.
And think about this, man. The one thing that I liked about the Chiefs, I said, man, they didn't commit the big sins. Giving up a defensive touchdown, giving up something explosive in the return game. Like, you can't do those things versus good teams and expect to win. And for them to give up an unforced error. I mean, when you talk about the Jalen Hurts fumble, like, he didn't get hit. It just, he mishandled the ball. But that's a touchdown. When you talk about that was big. You talk about the Kadarius Toney return. Like, man, that is huge. And those are the things, and we talk about 3 phases and how impactful that is. Man, the statistics. You score on defense, you get you a score on special teams or a block on special teams. Like, your odds of winning drastically increase. And for them to have essentially 2 of those things happen for them in the same game, like, that was going to be an uphill battle even more so like that.
I thought the Chiefs were the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, and I think, and that's why even when you talked and you kind of talked to me and I got to listen, I'm like, that's still the Chiefs.
Yeah.
Like, let's not do that. That's still the Chiefs.
It took me talking to you for you to change it like 30 times, and you finally stop on the Chiefs too. Just
tighten up. I'm like, it's the Chiefs.
I don't know if you remember. You remember that dude?
I remember. I was going through the same issue.
I commented on the gram and everything.
I saw that, both of y'all. Yeah. Y'all really were not trying to believe it all the way. I don't get it, man. This is Mahomes.
I went Chiefs. I went with Pat.
Yeah,
they got him right at halftime. Did you see him? On that one last run? Did you see that?
Hey, that's when they do his 30 for 30. When they talk about his Hall of Fame induction, he's the greatest of all time. When they do that, that's going to be the feature play.
I think that's
the game on the line. His leg practically snapped in half 3 weeks ago, and look at him giving it all he has.
Everything.
Like, I could just see it now with the little music playing in the background. Yeah, because me and Deke, we was over here trying to figure out who has had a better start to their career in the first 5 seasons. And
Pat.
I'd have to look.
Pat.
I don't have all the info on me. I'd have to look.
Now, I know you know a lot of Big Ben stuff. I know you got all his stuff memorized front to back. How did those 2 guys stack up in the first 5?
Not even close. That's Pat.
I think.
What, he's a 2-time MVP?
5 years?
2-time Super Bowl?
Just the first 5 seasons. Just the first 5 seasons.
I'm trying to think.
First 5 seasons.
7 might have 2. It's either 5 or 6.
2 what?
2 rings.
How many of the other stuff though?
Like I said, different eras. Different eras.
They
didn't let Ben cook back then.
For sure.
If you put Ben in this Chiefs system, he'd be cooking. Young Ben, young 7.
Let me ask this. If he wins another MVP and he wins 2 more Super Bowls, is he at the top of the top? Like, is he above Tom?
Brady. Nah, he ain't past Tom.
Or is Tom that because of all them championships?
Tom is that because of the championships, the MVPs, and the Super Bowl MVPs. I think all of that kind of goes into it as well.
But in basketball, LeBron.
Well, no, that's but that's what we're saying. Like, if we're talking about how Bron went and did something all-time related, That's what we're talking about right now. Mahomes hasn't crossed the all-time threshold of any of that just yet. He's just putting together an impressive. Like, I look at where Mahomes is right now as how Bron was when he went to Cleveland and won one there. Before it got bad, like when he had just won that second year in Cleveland, and we're looking like, bro, he done got him another one. Like, he's cooking right now, and now we're starting to see like, yo, can he really catch Jordan? I think that's where we're at with Mahomes right now. It's like, can he actually catch Brady? But I don't think that he's there just yet. I don't think it's there like within the next 2 seasons. I think he's gonna have to still keep catching up because that's a long body of work that Brady did.
Well, let's talk. They don't really lose a lot next year. They gonna bring a lot back next year.
Yeah.
This thing
AFC's heating up though.
AFC got a lot of teams in that thing though.
Chiefs barely got out of it.
Gonna heat up.
AFC.
I'm just saying.
You're right. Cincy almost gave him the business though.
Jaguars were close too. If that dude didn't. I'm with
you. I'm with everything we're saying. And next year is a new year. But I'm like, they gonna keep getting tough. Like they're not one of these teams that like were like the Rams, like win now.
The question is this. The question is this then. Do you feel like what Mahomes and Andy Reid have in Kansas City can be the equivalent of what Brady and Belichick had in New England?
Yeah, that's who I think they're. But they're on that.
Yeah, but I think at the same time it's very different in the approach though, right? Because it wasn't always Brady just airing it out. Sometimes it was like, yo, we're gonna scheme you up, we're gonna make you play the left-handed, we're gonna slow ball it, this and that. So when I think of that, I'm like,
they kind of did a little of that in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, but for Mahomes, I was probably like, it's still newer to see that version of him. Whereas for Brady, we wouldn't be
it's actually the opposite. They started off Brady slow.
Mm-hmm. So when I think of those two dynamics, that's the part where I'm just like, I don't know. I
think Mahomes and Andy Reid are tough in November and December.
Oh, facts.
I think they're tough. If they get in every year and they're gonna get in, I think they know how to do this thing when they're in.
Okay.
You say they're tough in the one-on-one. They're tough in the tournament. Yeah. They got that. Because
they got a quarterback. It's like if you can get into the March Madness and you got you a dude that can just score. He can get a bucket. You got a chance. And he can't be a big man. He got to be able to handle that rock. Like you get you a guard or one of them dudes that can just he can put buckets in there. That's what you need. And right now they got that dude in the terms of the quarterback. Yeah.
I feel like the huge benefit to them too is
they're tough in the tournament.
I was gonna say the huge benefit to them too is they already won. So a lot of that pressure's off. Whereas literally everyone else in the league, outside of Jimmy G, when you're talking about quarterbacks, don't have a Super Bowl. And Jimmy G's are fake Super Bowls.
Chill out. Don't you do that. Do not do that.
Mahomes is the only quarterback, I think, that has. I mean, Stafford's got one, but like in terms of all these guys we're talking about in the AFC,
you talk about Allen, you talk about Burrow, you talk about Herbert, Lamar, Hurts, all them dudes gonna be chasing. But Russ is still a little bit of the older part. Like the dudes we just named right here are like
chasing again.
It resets. But Mahomes getting that second one, you think about how long it took Manning to get the second one. You know what I mean? Rodgers still ain't got that second one. It's crazy to think that he got it already, man.
Yeah, because we were talking about that with the playoffs. Outside of Brady, Mahomes, all the other quarterbacks didn't have rings.
Yeah,
that's a benefit to them because when you already won, you feel like you're probably playing with like house money, whereas there's more pressure on the other teams just to keep advancing.
Man, I think the pressure's. I mean, there's pressure on every side. Everything's pressure.
Yeah,
you know, but it's kind of like I just think they're the big dogs right now in the sense of like that's the number one team. Like you can say whatever, everybody else is tough, and it's a lot of good teams and ifs and what, but they are the. And I'm not going to just give them the Patriots, but they are the number one team. Yeah. You know, you have to see what that is.
They're the closest thing to the Patriots right now. Yeah.
They're tough in the tournament. I don't care what you say. They can get in there as a wild card. They're tough in the tournament. Yeah. Like, they know how to tournament right now.
Yeah.
They have that trait. That's what they do have. They're tough in the tournament.
I'm definitely with you on that. Now, I did want to ask you something, too, man, because we were actually talking about this prior to you calling, man. Eric Bieniemy, right? Because we obviously know he's a part of that staff. What do you make of another hiring cycle going by and him once again, not being named the head coach anywhere?
It's tough. I seen the Eagles with their OC and DC.
Yeah, both of them dudes. Yeah.
And it's tough to see, I guess. I'd like to see him get something. I think he it seems like It seems like he has to either go somewhere else. He need to get from under that umbrella, I guess, and show where he can just.
But when does that become a negative? Because
So
people
he can
swear
just
by
do
the.
this.
But when does that become a negative to be under his umbrella? When you think
I
about,
get it. I mean,
or even the McVay umbrella, like
I
that's
see-
never been a bad thing to be under those type of dudes.
Patterson got the job
Right.
after being with. Yeah. So it's
Yeah.
like I've seen people get it from it. I don't know. I kind of just had a talk and I had somebody get mad at me, but I was like, I think he should just go to college and get a head job in college and run it up. You know?
And just give up on the NFL head coaching opportunity.
And I don't
like
mean to
that
say it
goal?
like that. I just think no. I mean, if you wanted to be a head man,
Yeah.
you know, I think and just show his head man and then come up from there. I don't know, and it's terrible that it's like I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't have the answer to that.
No,
I think
I
that's a tough situation. You know,
Because that's even a different game in and of itself.
Yeah,
'Cause you got
college football is
recruiting.
way
Yeah.
different than pros.
it definitely is. But I'm
Yeah.
like, it seems like in terms of getting the head man, that's probably the route. It looks like he has to take. Right?
Unless he
has to
gonna
show
wait
his
out
head.
Andy Reid. I'm about to say, good
Yeah.
Lord.
And I mean, maybe he could do that.
Yeah.
That's a route too.
But how long does that take?
I mean, I think you can keep winning over
I
there.
was about to say, I don't feel like Andy going away right
He's
now.
got at least 5.
I was thinking
got
the
a
same
question.
thing, bro.
I got a question.
What's up?
Lamar Jackson in that Eagles offense, do they go to the Super Bowl?
I like Hurts over Lamar.
I'm just like, is
In
that offense? I just felt like
offense?
that
taking Hurts.
offense was extremely explosive. I'm just like Lamar in that offense. What do they do? Are they? Is it the same?
I low key think it's scarier because I think Lamar's scarier than I think he's a scarier runner than Jalen Hurts, and I think that they protect him a little bit more that Philly offense than the way that Baltimore runs their offense. I think Baltimore runs it legitimately like college football, whereas when I look at Philly, it still has a pro style vibe to it, and it just I don't know. I think it just helps with Hurts, man. Now Hurts is still very accurate, has a great feel for the game and stuff like that. But it's a lot easier to throw off of those West Coast concepts when it's off of the play action versus when you're watching Baltimore, unless they're really drumming it up off of the zone read look. It's more so him just sitting back there and you trying to make something happen. Scramble around. If you see something downfield, now hit a guy. I just feel like with Philly, it's more designed to have guys open, and it makes it an easier read, an easier throw. And I think Lamar with that, absolutely, I think it's a lot easier versus him in Baltimore, where it's like, hey, drop back and be Mahomes when it's time to throw, be Rodgers when it's time to throw, be Ben when it's time to throw. Read this coverage, sit here and wait for somebody to get open, extend the play, be a hero. I just think that's a lot harder to live like that week in and week out.
So I was looking at Philly's offense, and like on one side they'll have a 2 high beater.
Yeah.
On the other side they'll have a 1 high beater.
Mm-hmm.
And then if both of them are per se taken away, like he'll have his read.
Yeah.
They have like a draw
That's built into it. Yeah, it's built in.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like literally the guard or lead block for him. It's a built-in draw. Like go.
It's just more. It's more options. It's designed for Hurts to be successful and not have to put all the pressure on him. Whereas I think Baltimore, it's the opposite. It's designed for Lamar to do everything essentially.
Mm-hmm. It's more of a freestyle.
And you think about Baltimore's offensive line, especially with Lamar being there versus Philly's offensive line. The Eagles, man, they have that O-line protecting the heck out of him, whereas we know in Baltimore, it's been a joke the past couple of seasons in terms of the offensive line. It's just been Lamar is so athletic that he's able to avoid, just getting sacked as much as he does and getting hit as much as he does. But, yeah, their offensive line doesn't even protect nowhere near the same way as Philly does either. I would ask you this then. I think Lamar could go to Philly and would cook or even be better than Hurts there. Could Hurts come to Baltimore and be better than Lamar? If they were asking Jalen Hurts to do it what Lamar did in Baltimore. Same scenario, no A.J. Brown.
It might sound crazy. I think Jalen would be better in Baltimore.
Okay.
I think he'll make that work at a high level. I think Lamar would be extremely dangerous with that Philly offense.
You talking about a switch? Is that what you talking about, bro? You trying to hit him with the switch?
Won't see it. I'm not saying that he won't see it. It's not coming. I'm not saying that. Yeah. I'm just saying I would just love to see like I just watched the game. I watched how that, and he makes it go.
Yeah.
But I'm like, that's an explosive offense. That offense was dangerous.
Yeah.
I thought the Chiefs D coordinator did a great job. I thought their defense did a good job. They were disguising it. If you look at the very first play, they flipped the whole coverage.
Yeah.
Like literally the whole coverage. Like it
was some high end football being played. Pre-snap, post-snap, high end, bruh.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he had to slow it down.
Yeah.
He had to slow it down. They played well in the second half. They played well in the second half. I thought the Chiefs defense played well.
Yeah.
Even though there was a lot of numbers put up, they played well. Like they slowed that thing down. That's a tough one.
Both of those offenses were tough to stop, man. But I thought both defense, like you said, man, they did some good stuff out there, man.
Yeah. That was a good game. I thought it was one of the better Super Bowls. I thought this was a good one this year. I thought last year's was a good one. We've had some good Super Bowls.
Hey, but what about that halftime show, man? What was your thoughts, man?
It was cool.
It was cool.
It was Rihanna.
It was cool.
It was Rihanna. I'm a true gamer. Like I watched the game. I'm for the game a little bit hard. I wasn't for the halftime. It was cool though, Rihanna.
I'm obligated to ask you these things, man. All right, people want to know: did you watch the halftime show? Were you a
Yeah, everyone's wondering in the chat.
You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Yo, what was his favorite song he sung?" Like, I told people, your favorite part was like when she was standing at the top with the whole diamond part. Yeah, I was like, that he loved that part.
It was just Rihanna.
Yeah.
It's Rihanna. You know, like it's Rihanna. Like, it was a good halftime show. I thought it was cool. I thought last year's was better, but I thought Rihanna did a good job.
Last was a vibe.
Yeah.
For sure.
I thought Rihanna did a really good job.
No, I like it there. I like it. All right, I'm trying to think. Where I had one other thing. Oh, go ahead. What you say?
Hey, so did Coach officially retire today, or what was that about?
Yeah. Johnny Mitchell, man. Shout out to Coach Mitch, man. He did officially retire after 29.
Stay outside,
bro. All right, hey, Moats, listen. If you want to go inside, I don't have a problem with you going inside. But what you need to do is say, cover me. Moats, if you can't say cover me, don't go inside. Stay outside. Bruh, I forgot all about that. Oh, my God. Shout out to Coach Mitch. Yes. Ladies and gentlemen, Steelers' longtime defensive line coach / assistant head coach, John Mitchell, has officially retired after 29 years, man. You talk about his players that have come through there, too, bro.
Yeah,
Stamped, bro. Oh, my God. Stamped. Like, he is one of those dudes, man. Love Coach Mitch, but yes, he gonna coach you like them old school coaches too. Like, yeah, I got it. Like, just like the casual strays because I played outside, and every once in a while we got to work with them D linemen on pass rush. Them D linemen though, TG, you done seen how them D linemen get coached.
Yeah,
TG, you done seen it. That's a different life. Yeah, that's a different life right there, man. Hey, give me my JP, give me my Joey Porter, my Coach Butts, my Jerry O. I'm gonna roll with that. But nah, man. Shout out to Coach Mitch though, man. Yeah, and definitely stay outside. But whatever you do, stay outside.
Whatever you do, stay outside.
Yo, dang, I forgot all about Coach Mitch. Shout out to Coach Mitch, man. Shout out to Coach Mitch.
Legend.
No, facts, man. Facts.
Legend.
I like it there, man. I like it. All right. So I do remember the last thing I was going to ask you too, because we talked about this on Monday as well, man. So we saw obviously Eagles offense, Chiefs offense, right? How they were able to light it up and how they were able to do certain things, but everything wasn't an explosive play. At the same time, they were able to stack methodical drives. And that was one of the things that towards the second half of the season for the Steelers, that's one of the things that they really started to put together a lot more of. Long drives, cutting down turnovers. Now, the missing element was still that consistent deep threat or that consistent deep, connection actually working in the games. But there were still some similarities in terms of trying to run the ball, the physicality, trying to move the pocket, pre-snap motions and stuff like that. So what are your thoughts on the Steelers offense in terms of how far off they are from that Chiefs and that Eagles offense and how they are ran schematically and ultimately the productivity that they get out of that?
What do they need?
Yeah, how far you think they're away from that?
I think they need. I think they need another. I'm curious to see what that receiver is. That one, the fast he didn't get the
Calvin Austin.
Calvin Austin, yeah. Calvin Austin.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what that's gonna be. This whole Deontay thing, I want to see how this plays out. I think he's done. I think they're gonna.
I remember you said that. Yeah, you said we are not gonna see that jersey.
Yeah.
Next year in the Steelers on the field. The homie in the chat, Jacob Malicio, he changed his name to cut Deontay. I'm just throwing it out there. So you're not the only one that feels like that. We don't think they're gonna cut him, but
I think he's getting traded.
Yeah, it will be a trade. I'm with you on the trade, but he that's his energy. So he's with you. He's 100% on board with what you're saying right now.
Mm-hmm. So I think they're gonna trade that. I think they'll get a weapon out of that. I've been seeing what Joey Porter Jr. named a lot in the draft. I've been seeing that, of course. Addison. I don't know. I don't think they'll go receiver first round. That's not the super Steeler way either. You know. I think he can get he does well with receivers. They'll get a receiver. Yeah. They can find one in the third. They might find one. They'll find what they're looking for.
Found
but they got
in the second. Think about that.
I was gonna say they got Pickens in there.
Yeah.
And Pickens is that's a game changer. I'm telling you, that's a big play player.
Yeah.
I think he's the answer that you're looking for. It's just going to be about when they let it go.
Yeah.
You'll see that connection grow this year. Well, I really believe that.
You know, I would send him to the place where you know if you elite or not. You know, Kirk Cousins would get him popping. You feel me? Because nobody knew Justin Jefferson could do it.
I thought you were going to say AB's receiver school.
No, I ain't sending the AB's. We ain't
send him up there with AB.
Don't you do that. Don't you do that. No. Stop it now. Keep him far away from AB.
AB will get those routes right.
Keep him far away from AB. Have AB send a tape with no audio. Okay? And he has to be fully clothed on the football field by himself with no other people around. All right? And he can send a vid like that and he can learn from him. Other than that, stay far away from that man.
Man, I think he's gonna be a star though.
Yeah.
I really do. I think he's a star. I know everybody got that, but he has that that Odell potential. Yeah, he has that. I'm telling you. And it's I think you'll see it. It's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Like I think his breakout time is coming this year. I think you'll see that. And that connection over the summer, everybody gets to come back. Even the whole with Matt Canada coming back. We already know the plays we run in practice. We know what we about to do. So I think you see some more familiarity. Like I think that's the benefit in bringing everything about it back. You know? So I think you'll see them kind of you'll start to see it's about that time to start popping up where you see them on in Mexico or something.
Pickens already working.
Drop a little workout vid.
There's already a video dropped from Pickens QB coach.
Yeah, gotta drop a little workout vid.
You know what season it is. It's time to see the workout video.
Hit you with the what all season? Work never sleep.
Yeah.
Hit it with the
we're already working.
Hey, you know what the mindset is. Only decide it once. You know what I'm saying? Like
Pickett and Pickens are in California throwing. You know what time it is.
Hey, drop a caption, drop a little 30-second vid, couple highlights. You like, okay, they real. Hey,
you
everybody
see that out route?
Yeah.
You see that 3-step out? You like, ooh, we're going to the Super Bowl next year.
Off-season workout vid and how you feel like, about to be a Hall of Famer.
Yeah. It's all there. It's all there.
Why are you like this?
You know what time it is. It's all there.
He finna drop that vid, bro. You know what this is. He low-key just drop a vid, too. I liked it. He definitely dropped the vid. It worked.
Let Brian Robinson post too. One.
It worked because I was like, he right. One. Yeah, let's go.
You know what time it is. I just seen a video of Pickett throwing. Everybody was like, it's on now, man. It's Super Bowl bound.
That's how it works. That is definitely how it works.
You know what time it is.
That is definitely how it works. Jeez, man.
Hey.
No, I like it, though. I like it. Hey, so like I said, man, I do got business tonight. I got date night tonight, all right? So we do got to cut this thing. You know what I'm saying? We got to cut this thing short today. But we're going to spend a lot because we got to start talking some draft stuff next week, man, all right?
Hey, man, we had a good season, though. It was a good season.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to XFL. Hey, some big XFL games this weekend. You know what I mean?
Give us the quick breakdown who we need to look for, man. Give me 60 seconds. What you got, man?
We got Vegas versus Arlington in game 1.
Okay.
Shout out Will Hill. Will Hill is
locked down. Shout out to Will Hill. Yeah. Shout out to Will Hill.
Still doing it. Still holding it down. You know, they got some good players. They got Coach Lewis.
Of course you would shout out Will Hill. Now that I think about it, I was like, yo, you shout out Will. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Shout out. If you know Tim Lewis. That's a Steeler first rounder. He calling the plays up there.
Let's go.
Steeler Nation got some ties with the Arlington team.
Okay,
it's really the Steeler playbook.
Okay,
you'll see a lot of LeBeau out of there. You'll see some fire zones coming out of there.
Okay, so we got the Sammy. We got a little Sammy. Okay.
Sammy 33.
Can I get a little dog rush in there? I got some dog rush. You know that's my call. I love a little dog rush now. All right. Okay.
Bark.
Okay. Yeah. I'm about to say, I don't
want to see some of that.
You know, I don't want that scene float on the backside, baby. That's why I want the dog rush point. Save your boy. You feel me? Help me out.
All the unfamiliars.
Yeah.
The Arlington team is the Steelers of it. Like they're gonna be Steeler playbook. Steeler, they're gonna give you Steelers. Will Hill is their Troyish type.
Okay.
He'll be the guy moving around. On the other side, you got Martavius. The return of Tay. Return of Tay.
TG, I said it already. I said, yo, if Tay goes out here and balls, I'm going to be the first person on this show talking about bring him back. Weed is good in the league. I was saying, weed, they ain't tripping on that smoke in the league no more. Bring the boy back. Shay got his weed out here now, so everything is good. We could bring Tay back. We could bring him back. He got to make it look good, though. He got to make it look right. He can't look like Martavis. He can't look like Martavis Bryant. He has to look like Tay. There's a difference. We want Tay. Yeah.
The Vegas team also has a running back. He runs hard. Keep your eyes out. They got a big back. It'll be a good game. It'll be exciting.
Okay.
Good to watch.
Okay.
Bruce Krukowski. He has a team. He's in St. Louis. Shout out to Bruce. There's a lot of Steelers.
Time out. He OC over there? What are you doing?
Yeah, he the OC over there.
What?
He got the play. Yeah.
Yo, salute Bruce. I remember when Bruce took the high school job a couple seasons ago, bro. Shout out to Bruce, bro.
Charles Woodson has a team.
Son, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I know Hines got a team down in Texas. Yeah, Hines got a spot down there. Peasy down there. Peasy's
with the
who's he
Peasy's with a team.
Yeah, I forgot what team he's with, but he's down there too. He's coaching. Yeah.
So in Showtime, you'll see a lot of you'll see some contact. You'll see. I think you'll see a little bit more physicality with that league.
Oh,
you know. I think they'll let that go. I think you won't be seeing them runs across the middle. People gonna get hit a little bit.
Yeah.
You know.
And you know what, man? I meant to ask you this too. I didn't even think about it, but. Because a couple years ago you did the AAF, and then obviously
I did the AAF,
yeah,
and I did the XFL.
I was about to say you did the first XFL, yeah, when they stopped it.
St. Louis Battlehawk,
absolutely, man. If you could,
St. Louis turns up. St. Louis needs a pro team. The city's gonna be lit. It gets lit in that dome. They're gonna pull up.
Let's go.
It's really one of the better atmospheres I played in. It sounds crazy. They turn up in there. They turn up in there.
Shout out to the STL, man. But if
think
you
it's
could,
a good
though,
league.
Talk about what's that different dynamic like though when you're going into a league versus the NFL where we know this is the biggest, the best, all the money, all the resources. Like, what is that mindset like?
It's different. It's humbling, but at the same time, to honest, truthful, it's enough dudes out here that's not in the league to make up a whole league.
No, facts. It's league dudes that are in the games. That's what we talk. Tay ain't no run of the mill receiver. Tay is bro. Tay was nice. Tay
was the number one player in the country.
I was about to say, I know Will. Yeah, Will like that.
And it's a lot of different stories in that league. I think it's needed. So I want to see it succeed. I want to see these spring leagues succeed because they need another league for these guys.
Without having to go to Canada, I'm with you, bro.
Yeah,
because Canada is not like regular football. It's the rules, the way they do it is very different. But yeah, I'm hoping it works, man. Because I do think it gives guys another opportunity to, hey, if the NFL does not work, and there's plenty of reasons why it doesn't work, you can still make a legitimate living, make good money, and use your talent. You know what I mean? It's not the only end all be all. And that's different. Like you said, NBA, they got the G League. You got alternate things. MLB, you got multiple levels, man. AAA, AA, single A. With football, you don't. It's literally NFL or you going to Canada learning to play 3 downs, a yard off the ball. Hey, man, end zone, we're going to have this goalpost there. It's like, bro, they could run before they can, cross the line of scrimmage. Like, bro, what is this? Like, that's different, man. That's very different.
People don't know. Even in Canada, only a certain amount of Americans.
Yeah, that's the other thing. They call them imports.
I heard about that. You have to have like 7 Canadians on the team or something, right?
And your offense line has to be all Canadians too.
Wow.
It's like
tough. It's tough.
Because otherwise, the guys that we're talking about right now in the XFL, they would literally just go up there and dominate the CFL, and there would be no Canadian players like that, bro. So that's like their way of keeping it still Canadian. But yeah, man.
So I just don't want people to think this is a minor league. This is still
They still dudes in there. Don't get it twisted. Yeah,
this is good football. You'll see good football out of this.
Eli Rogers in that thing. He's still a good player. Come on, bro.
Eli Rogers. Eli Rogers.
Yeah.
Come on. There's a linebacker that's in here. I seen his name pop up. He was with the Steelers for a little bit. You'll see names in here. And this will continue to grow. You'll start to see some names that it's like, oh, I remember he got drafted.
Right.
A dude, like, let's be honest, like, say Purdy doesn't get his shot, you see dudes like that over here.
Yeah.
So you see a lot of good players.
Remember, Landry Jones was supposed to be the face
Landry
of it.
was over there last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, 4th round. Like, you see a lot of good players in here.
Nah, so without a doubt, bro.
I think it's a good league. It's good for football. It's good for football. I want it to work. I hope it's good football this weekend.
No, facts.
I hope it's good football.
Hey, give us your MVP pick for the league.
Good call.
For the league?
For the XFL, who you got?
MVP.
Hey, and I got 10 minutes left for the show. Gotta go. All right, just give you the heads up. All right. So see, drop your league MVP. Who you got in the XFL? Who you got, man?
That's tough. That's a tough one.
I'm taking. Go ahead, drop. I got a dark horse.
I don't know if I got one of those yet.
I'm gonna just throw Tay out there early on. I'm just gonna.
I think you got it because that's the only thing you know. It's some young. This one.
Yeah, like any of these quarterbacks good.
That's what I mean. It's some young dudes that you don't even know about that are dogs. It's a dude in here, Jaquez Patrick. He runs like a bull.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's a real league running back. Like it's some dudes. It's just people you don't know. I heard a story. It's a kid in here. He came straight from JuCo. Like it's people that football. Yeah, you don't know all these.
Well, because I just remember the story with the one cat from WU that ended up having to
Kenny Robinson.
Yeah, with his story.
He just signed with the Steelers.
Absolutely, I remember his story. His story was crazy like that, bro. Yeah,
and that's what I mean. Like it's good football in here. You know, I don't want you to. I just don't want people to think it's not good football. Like I just want I want them to present it right. I hope the fans show up. And I know they will because they're presenting it.
Yeah.
I think it'll be a good thing. It'll be exciting to watch. I want it to continue to grow. I think we need that as football players. We need this. So it's
I would agree with you on that. 100%.
Yeah.
100%.
I want to see this work. Yeah.
I like it. Hey,
shout out.
Well, with that being said, though, bro, you know it's all love, man. Gotta get ready to roll out of this thing, though. But, hey, man, we're going to do this again because, like I said, we got to keep talking more and more and more, man. Keep building this thing on up. Got draft talk. You didn't give us the XFL, so we're going to have to start corresponding. You know what I'm saying? Checking that out a little bit more. But either way. You know what I'm saying? Absolutely. But either way, you know we appreciate you, baby.
I appreciate you, my guys.
My dog. All right, I'll let you, bro. Peace. All right. Shout out to the homie TG. Absolutely.
So we only got a couple more super chats here.
All right, that's perfect because we got like 8 minutes, baby.
Mike Hood says, I wouldn't sign Hargrave. Great dude, but seems to me if he gets paid, production gonna fall off. As Moats says, his game ages.
You said you wouldn't sign Hargrave. Great dude.
I think you were saying his game's going to age well.
Yeah, I think his game is going to age well. And he's already shown that his game is aging well because he got paid to go to Philly in the first place, and he got better there. Put up even more numbers, more accolades once he got to Philadelphia. So, yeah, you might have had just mixed up what I was saying a little bit. But, yeah, man, I would say that Hargrave, I think, will age a lot better by the nature of his position because – the athletic ability isn't the end-all be-all as a D tackle. You lose a step out there at corner versus these receivers, that can kill you. So that's why I think it'll age a little bit better.
What do you think about him not being interested in coming back to Pittsburgh? Because
it could be, absolutely.
I don't know if it happened during the Super Bowl interviews, but Pittsburgh was brought up to him, and he was like, "Yeah, I just wasn't like used as much in Pittsburgh." Like I was here in Philly. Yeah. So, I don't know. Maybe he's a little scarred from that where he might not even be interested in coming back.
No, it could definitely be the case. When a team doesn't want you, you don't forget that. And it takes some time for you to start changing how you feel about that for whatever reason it may be. Whether it's they pick another person. In my case, I had a regime change, but whatever it is.
We had to it.
You know what I'm saying? Like in that scenario, we had to it. So we chose to it over him. You don't forget that. And I'm sure I mean, I know Bob. You keep score too. You say, hey, man, I'm running it up over here. What's happening over there? I'm running up over here. What happened to that person that you chose over me as well? I'm still running it up over here, and now y'all got a hole, and now you want to call me back. Like, that's yeah. But the great equalizer is the dollar. Hey, man, you pissed off. What if I gave you another M? Because that's how it worked for me. I was highly upset in my negotiations, and I got offered a couple more M's and a gift basket because my wife was pregnant at the time. Okay, so yeah, man, yeah. If you hey, that number started to run up, you be like, you know what, man, hey, I think you're a great guy actually now. You know, I'm happy for all your success that's happening since then. You catch the drift, but it's like, you know, that's what can happen when the money come in. You feel a little better about the people now. Before that money come in, you be like, yo, don't talk to me about that dude. Nah.
Ryan McPherson, in light of that Big Ben hate, how should we respond to such haters and the analysts who never have him in the top QB list? And he says, favorite player of all time.
That's good.
I feel like just let your wisdom, your football wisdom and knowledge be your guide. Obviously, you know football. You have Big Ben in your top QB list.
There it is.
It's like the Force, being a Jedi. It'll come to you. You'll know how to respond.
It'll lead you in the right way.
Exactly.
Yeah. That is funny.
Don't stress about it too much.
That is funny.
You'll know in the moment.
Yeah, I would just simply say, you know, just believe whatever you want to believe in your heart. If you say that he's the greatest quarterback of all time, well, you know what? He is your greatest quarterback of all time. Emphasis on your. All right? Just leave it at that. You don't have to try to prove it that he's great to all of us. No. He can just be great to you. He can be the greatest of all time to you. And that's the thing that I accept with people, man. It's like, yo, like, yeah. Like, with you. So I accept that he is your greatest quarterback of all time. I get it. Like, you just respect it. Salute.
Always like what Bradberry said that one time. It's my list.
Yeah, it's your list. You can't. Hey,
care less what other people say.
Your list can't be wrong when it's your list.
Care less.
Absolutely, it's your list.
Steven says draft Noah Sewell at linebacker in the second and third.
I didn't see him.
And keep Jack.
Yeah, I haven't deep dove into him just yet. He's on my list of players to get to coming up this weekend, though, man. But no, man, I briefly watched some of him, though. I do like what I've seen, though, thus far, man.
And that is it.
Salute. So you mean to tell me we really quarterback this thing perfectly efficiently? Technically, we do have another topic, but we can table that. We'll tap into that tomorrow with a couple other things, man. But yeah, bro, this is efficient day, man. JuJu took the show.
Yeah.
Shout out to JuJu, man. Oh, y'all asking this Nas? Because the shirt. I was looking in the chat. I seen they talking about some Nas over here. Yeah, man. Are you a Nas fan?
Yeah.
Okay, nasty Nas in the area. Let's get it, man. Nah, big love Nas. I'm Jay-Z over Nas. I just want to clarify that. Ether hurt me though. Okay, yeah, because it's still elite. He won the diss. Yeah, but Hove won the war. All right, but nah, I rocks with Nas though, man. Absolutely. But shoot, man. I'm trying to see if anything else finna pop up. We got 2 minutes and we gonna roll out so that way I'm on time for my date night with my little ladies, man. So with that being said, man, we appreciate each and every one of y'all rocking with us today. You already know we back in the saddle 4 p.m. tomorrow. So don't miss out, all right? But as always, man, we appreciate you for tuning in. And until next time, baby.
Peace.